Ó, não. Pode usar.
O show se chama. Esqueci o nome. Pessoas que são videntes. Então, chama assim, chama. Enfim, aí tem. Leitura de face. Essa mulher da leitura de face, ela pegou, Deus, não sei o que, ela pegou. Então, sei lá, falou uma coisa assim. Aí eles falaram, como assim? Aí ela começou a rir. Ela falou, não, eu sou Christian. Eu acredito muito em Jesus. Tipo assim, o que eu tô fazendo aqui? Ela participou. Eu acho que ela já até passou, assim, umas fases lá que eu precisava, porque ela. Mas não, mas. Eu sou cristã, não. Eu acredito muito em Jesus, não. Aí o pessoal brincando com ela. Ela continua respondendo que não. Tem pessoas que fazem por leitura de. Mas é muito. Eles são mundo espiritual. Então, as pessoas eram tipo assim, a primeira dela, a data da morte dela. E eles tinham que contar por que ela morreu. Você não chegam lá. Uma das meninas.
Vai chegar lá com a história.
Não, porque eles não dão um fato inteiro, eles dão um pedaço, vamos dizer assim. Aí. A mulher pegou, soltou esse. Só que aí onde que eu cheguei. Depois revelaram o que tinha acontecido. Ela era.
Aí aconteceu.
Era verdade. Teve outro que eles levaram assim, 5. Aí tinha que descobrir ou qual universidade que era, quem passou de quem que não passou. Tipo assim, pessoas iguais. Uma outra deu uma foto de uma criança. A profissão. Eu vejo que ela tá envolvida com música. Não que ela é uma DJ. Aí uma pergunta falou assim, nada da profissão que eu consegui ver. Na hora que ela entrou, aí a falou assim, muito tempo, e ela ficou careca. Então, de verdade, mentira, eu não sei, né? Tanto nessas coisas. Mas deles darem respostas completamente.
Parecido.
Assim, a pessoa são pessoas, entre aspas. É muito interessante. Não tá entendendo? Você fica imaginando, é possível? Como assim? Aí, como que eu vou fazer isso? Como é que eu vou.
Doideira.
Criticou ele, assim, sabe?
Julgou.
Ofendeu mesmo. Ele com 5. Ele com 5 anos. Teve outro que falou. Não, aí eles fizeram o outro. Eles falaram. Pode, isso é proibido nesse meio dele. Mas eu falo, você não quer participar do. Então, na família, ela pegou e falou.
Tá louco.
Aí ele pegou e falou assim, aí ele perguntou. Também, ele perguntou se isso é por conta dele. O pai dele. Então, né, o que vai fazer isso aqui aí?
É tão ruim que não quer nem falar.
Meio que você. Ai, meu filho, não quer te contar? E assim, isso fala de maldição, ele para de.
Quebrar.
Quebrar, né? Só que não. Nesse meio, continua buscando. Uma das caixas. Aquela vez.
Ah. Que? Não. Já tava jogado fora, na verdade.
I piped her so hard that she can't even walk anymore. Stop thinking because she can't walk for 6 days is that she's dying. It's just she got the Ripsy treatment, my friend. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. She's not dying. Stop stressing out. I don't know why they all ask for 150 USDT. It's the magic number, apparently. Dude, how funny is it that we went from like people panhandling at stoplights to people panhandling on chat rooms online? It's crazy, huh? Isn't that crazy? Is this book map? Yes. I feel like we should just have a new screen too. Digital days, yeah, maybe. Bums everywhere. You can't even escape them on a live stream. They show up on a fucking live stream. 17 more minutes, please, fucking open market. God, I'm so bored. Fuck.
Café tá
We need a
pronto aí.
cardboard sign we can gift to the homeless in here. Yeah, I know. Pro accounts until July 31st. That's still going on right now. Interesting. Yep. Let's get that up here. Yep. Let's take a look at him. We'll look at him together in a second. Let me get my stream stuff going on here.
Bom dia. Bom dia, doutor.
Let's see. Let me load up everything. Let's go check it out. It should be on prop score by now.
Acabei de mandar bom dia lá no
God, our guys are so
No
good.
Ripsy.
We got the scoop for you.
match.
The Lucid
match.
daily accounts.
Coloquei. Aí, arrombadinho.
End of the day, DLL option.
Agora que
End
eu
of the day,
vi
no
ali.
DLL option. You and me, we know better. That the no DLL is
Ai,
always
ai,
the
não
better
tem um
option.
brasileiro pra me zoar.
Tem um tanto lá.
Podia responder, né? Vai se fuder, tomar no seu cu, mas não.
Uns fanboy.
Nem,
Engraçado,
os caras nem lê.
engraçado que você tá só você aqui. Eu tava, que eu ia falar com você. O Paulo Marçal tava
Not bad
aqui e
at
fez
all.
palestra aqui esse final de semana, sábado e
9.0.
domingo, e eu tava lá na
That's good.
câmera lá. Aí alguém perguntou pra ele se o negócio de
Lucid with the
maçonaria lá era
9.4,
verdade,
that's
se ele
up there. That's up there
acreditava,
with the
se
bigs,
isso aqui lá. Ele
right?
falou,
So
"Aham,
I like it.
tudo
I'm
verdade."
telling you, that same day payout account is huge. It's like the
Aham.
new
Aí ele
thing
sabe
everybody's doing.
Oi?
Ele sabe de tudo.
So,
Né?
Tem
we
assunto
got
que
a
ele não
deal.
tem
Wait,
opinião pra
we got
dar.
trailing drawdown options
Literalmente.
here. Wait a minute.
Literalmente.
All right. So
Aí, de
trailing
repente,
drawdown options even
O dia
different.
que ele entrar na
Gava e-
maçonaria, ele pode dar palpite. Enquanto ele não for maçom, ele vai ter que
Dá
ficar
7
quieto e ficar falando essas
expressões
bobagens aí.
So, okay, so the
Falou,
options are here. So
falou,
it looks like they have the daily account.
falou
There's an
umas
end of the day
doideiras do
version and a
Neymar
trailing
lá, do
drawdown
pai do
version, and then you
Neymar,
can
que
flex DLL or no DLL off of it. Like you get
tinha
the option when you buy
contrato
it.
com o Lula, que o
The
Lula não
best one
queria que
obviously
ele
is the end of the
pegasse a
day with
10,
no
que
DLL. Oh, they're
parece que o Lula
hold on.
fez
There's no
uma
way they're
lista
tied.
de
I need to
coisa
check
que ele
on that.
tinha que
I'm not gonna say
fazer
that. No,
pra não sei o que lá,
they're
eu
probably
não
just
vi certo lá.
9.4 versus
Aí uma
9.45.
das coisas era não
It's
podia
just
pegar
showing
10
the
da seleção,
that
não
part. But yeah, so
podia não
anyways,
sei o que lá, não sei o que lá.
the no DLL is obviously
Só
better.
que quando ele chegou na seleção lá, só tinha bunda mole, ninguém pegou a 10,
End
todo
of the
mundo
day.
respeitou ele, sobrou a 10, mas o
Let's look
Lula
at
queria
the
dar
50,
13 pra ele.
50K, which I'm familiar with. 3 and 2,
Ah,
that's pretty
pronto.
normal.
Não,
Let's do a
um tanto de
comparison,
coisa,
right?
mano.
Let's look at the end of the
Doideira,
day.
doideira.
No DLL.
Ai, ai.
Isso aí vai. Agora, você que
Then
ajudou a
compare.
gravar, agora vai vir os
Aham.
cortes. A semana inteira aí vai vir isso aí com
Ah, mas
picotagem.
não, ele nessa hora ele mutou o microfone pra não sair, mutou e ainda tampou a
Ah,
boca.
nessa hora aí era fechado.
Aham.
Essa consciência, governo
Entendi.
Okay, so let's get rid of the next
Só pra quem
gen,
tava.
Tradify,
Você trocou ideia com ele, não?
direct, and let's add like my
Não,
features,
mano.
rapid
Né,
50,
agora não, no futebol semana passada troquei,
and
mas
TBT
esse
Pro
não,
50.
porque ele chega,
Wow, Lucid's
tem
like
um tanto de
coming
gente lá
in
e chega,
clutch.
senta lá, faz o negócio dele lá
We
e
might
não
get
dá
that high prop
atenção.
score right there.
E ele também, mano, se você tentar fazer
Is that
graça ou
the one with
tentar
the DLL? Did I
conversar,
do the
alguma
wrong one?
coisa
Hold
assim,
on.
em
Oh
volta
shit,
de
you're
outras
right.
pessoas,
Dang it.
ele vai
Right.
se sair como o bichão. Ele vai dar no você, vai te tirar, vai te cortar, vai
End of the
fazer
day.
os
É,
caras
ele
End of the
quatro.
day,
não leva
no
desaforo,
DLL.
né?
É, não
There we go.
perde,
Mas
não
ele tá
perde.
sempre lacrando.
Side by side.
Vê?
Let's
Não,
watch it. What's the difference here?
ele não
Okay.
perde. Agora,
Dá pra ver.
So these are
mano, não
all
perde
the
por
same
nada. As
kind of
pessoas,
accounts.
o cara
The
que
all-in
fica na
cost, there's
mesa
no
de
activation fee
mídia
model.
lá,
The
é
all-in
parceiro
cost
meu.
is
E nós
cheaper
fica
than
zoando,
TBT,
conversando
slightly
lá,
more
zoando,
expensive than my
brincando.
funded.
Mano, os
The
outros
payouts
perguntam
are
as
slightly
coisas, pra ele não
smaller.
responde nada, velho. É igual o negócio da
But
política lá
that's
mesmo.
not that bad
Ele não
for 96.
responde nada, nada, nada. A pessoa pergunta X e responde Y. As pessoas respondem B, ele responde C. Ele vai em volta de tudo, sabe? Então, tipo, se
Ele
você
aproveita todo momento e toda oportunidade que ele tem pra falar o que ele tá
que ele o quê?
dependente do que o que ele
Cortou.
tá afim de falar.
É,
O que ele tá afim de falar.
não é
É que,
nem isso, não
é
é
que
nem o que ele tá de afim de falar. Ele quer responder o que a pessoa não tá. Ele não responde o que a pessoa quer ouvir. E pra
entendi.
você ter noção, tipo, você tava dando uma matéria lá, ele tava falando a matéria lá, aí eu acho que ele distraiu, começou a responder pergunta lá e não continuou a matéria. Aí essa matéria que ele não passou, que ele não pensou, não falou, as pessoas queriam que ele falava. Tipo assim, De tudo que ele falou não importava. Eles queriam que eles falavam essas 7 camadas, não sei o que lá, não sei o que lá. Só que ele só distraiu e não falou. Tipo assim, o cara começou a perguntar, uma outra perguntou. Mano, ele foi embora e não deu a matéria só porque os outros estavam perdidos, velho.
Só porque. É, só pra. Puta que pariu.
Mas é. Deixa eu ver aqui. Eu tenho. Eu tenho
Isso é
o vídeo
chocante
dele
demais pra
falando
mim.
aqui. Eu tenho que
É o
achar.
seguinte, a Trindade
É, eu
Satânica é
achei
a
que aí
cópia
nos
da
Estados
Trindade
Unidos ele era
Divina.
um pouco mais tranquilo, um pouco mais humilde,
É
um pouco
nada.
mais
Sabe por que, que é a mesma
gente igual
coisa?
todo mundo.
É porque é o
Porque aqui
mesmo
ele é o bicho.
público. É o mesmo público. É o
O
mesmo
cara
público.
sai daqui e vai atrás dele aí, né?
Não, as pessoas que moram aqui mesmo, as pessoas que moram aqui, tipo, você assiste aí na internet, então é isso, sabe? Então a mesma coisa, o mesmo público que tá aí é o público que tá aqui, só que é um pouquinho da mentalidade diferente. Só que ele trata igual, tipo assim, ele tá no palco lá, se vamos dizer, pra você ter noção, não faz sentido, mas, tipo assim, ele tá no palco lá, ele tem não sei se é estilo, whatever que foi, tem um negócio dele lá que é isso. Então, se você tentar fazer graça pra cima dele na frente da galera, ele vai dar no C. Agora, se você que nem no futebol, eu jogo futebol com ele direto, e só eu encho o saco dele, só eu mexo com ele, só eu faço graça com ele, e ele sabe quem que eu sou. Quando você tá sozinho com ele, mano, é outra pessoa. E te trata bem, te trata você com humildade, te trata, tipo assim, te dá moral, que nem você vê o dia que ele tava fazendo drift de carro aqui, tipo assim, tinha umas 50 pessoas lá, e todo mundo querendo andar de carro com ele, todo mundo querendo andar no carro dele, pagou sei lá quantos pra estar lá, e todo mundo querendo andar no carro com ele, e todo mundo querendo andar. Ele andou com a família dele, andou com outro cara lá, e não andou com mais ninguém. As pessoas que pagou pra estar lá pra andar com ele, andou com outros caras que tava dirigindo lá, mas não andou com ele. E eu que tava lá, não tava, tipo assim. Tipo assim, não é arrogância minha de falar, mas eu tô meio que cagando pra ele. Eu quero aprender com ele, porque acabou que tem muito pra ensinar. Mas, sei lá,
Uhum.
é outra pessoa.
Não fica babando o ovo, né? Você não fica
Literalmente, eu
babando o ovo do
não
cara.
fico ali. Por isso que, tipo assim, ele meio que dá moral pra mim. Porque eu só encho o saco dele e não fico babando o ovo dele. No futebol, eu zoo ele, os caras quatro e tal. Aí no drift, então ele, depois do futebol, já sabia quem que eu era. E no drift, mano, nós estava lá assim, eu tava sentado lá do outro lado, e onde ele ia, e aquela multidão, e aquela multidão, e aquela multidão. E eu sentado lá dentro do galpão lá, de boas. Aí ele tinha que fazer uma live lá, ele pegou, rodeou, veio, arrumou uma cadeira e sentou na minha frente, assim, tal, tal. Aí ele foi fazer o drift, eu ajudei ele filmar os caras, a live que ele tava fazendo lá e tal, privado. A hora que eu fui dar o telefone pra ele, ele perguntou pra mim, ô, você já deu um rolê disso daqui? Eu falei assim, não, nunca dei não.
Bom dia, tudo bem com a senhora? Aguenta aí, seu pai.
Vai lá, vai lá. Quase. E o outro?
Então tem a besta, o anticristo e o falso profeta. Vocês querem capitular aqui para ver? Nós temos um genro de um cara que chama Desceu para Costurar, Jared Kushner. Ele não é do governo e fechou o pacto de Abraão. Tá dentro dos primeiros homens que sobrenome. Desceu para costurar o quê? É loucura. Terceira eleição. Falou assim, ó. Eu vou para minha terceira eleição. Eu vou desligar o microfone, porque daqui para frente é loucura. Eu precisava de uma resposta sua para eu continuar com isso aqui. Eu vim manifestar, se posiciono, fiz uns com isso, fazendo isso pelo reino. Por causa do PT, o pecado tá lá. Porque em povo do nosso lado, isso é real. A onda, na hora que ele vê, ele morreu, normal, até ouço, vocês vão contaminar a audição de vocês e vão. Ele não chama onça. A parada de se negar, Inclusive inclinar. E o vídeo é o mesmo, tá? O luz, né? É melhor.
Sempre resolver as coisas.
Quero ter meus netos.
Aqui, não é isso? A gente mede de metro quadrado, aqui é square feet. Aí você começa a olhar e fala, mas por quê? Aqui é pés. Ah, você faz isso, que bacana. Eu cheguei em 2013 lá. Agora escreve tudo que você deixou de ganhar por não ter uma Land Rover. Escreve aí, deixa eu ver. Aí, olha que doido. Ele criou uma âncora, sim ou não? Não. Patrulha canina é razoável. Como é que chama? É prisão, é sufocamento. A Bíblia abre, Deus falou aqui. Dando dinheiro para ver se te dá o maior bezerro de ouro da história. Já falando de rápido. Ele descobriu que os Estados Unidos produz dívida em loucura. Tem coisa que a maioria que escreve é um público de Deus falando com ele. Vai, respira. Redime a minha alma. Responde só o que eu estou perguntando. Todo mundo, não, TDAH é fácil. É a parada de se negar. Foi a microexpressão. E o Nésio olhou e riu igual vocês. Eu falei, deixa eu te explicar o que eu estou falando. Quando eu coloquei o cinto, eu falei, eu não falei que jeito que ela ia voar, é só jogar.
Bom dia.
Agora
E
vocês
aí,
conseguem
papai?
entender um
Pra
pouquinho que o
quem?
mundo
Pra
está
quem?
dividido,
Pra
sim ou
quem?
não?
Pra
É
quem?
debaixo da cultura. Então, para todo mundo que enxerga o mapa, achar que eles são
Porque é
maiores.
positivo ontem, eu acho.
Ah, agora estamos meia bomba ali, né? Puta merda.
Tava falando sobre a quantidade de
Mas
babete.
não abriloei mão da
É o que
minha
eu tô.
posição.
18 mil. A gente gosta.
Até quarta aí dá pra
Vai,
pegar alta
respira,
pra quarta
respira,
cair, né?
respira, concentra. Mas eu não gostei mesmo.
Ah, pois é, que hoje é dia
Mas eu não
27,
vou
né?
perder meu tempo, porque para eu não gostar de uma capa, vai me dar um trabalho para
Assim
pensar em outra
também.
capa
Não
que
sei se
tá
vai,
lá. Quem não,
não sei
quem
se
não
vai
dorme gosta,
estourar
o que
tanto
que.
assim, porque eu já
Filho,
esperava que ia reagir
isso
hoje.
acontece com gente de confiança. Ou seja,
Esperava,
ninguém
é 5 minutos
treinou
pra abertura.
o vínculo, ninguém fechou o circuito para as pessoas chegarem. Que ninguém quer saber ou não? É ter tempo, não. É seu tempo. Uma mulher quer dando dinheiro para ver se te dá, se você tirar o maior bezerro de ouro da história.
Mas dá pra pegar alguma coisa hoje.
Ele é perfeito. Ele descobriu que os Estados o
Rapaz, você vê,
39,
né?
que
Como
é
que as coisas
judaica, e o resto é
acontecem
católico.
pra livrar a
Olha
gente.
aqui, ó. Sabe por quê? Vou te provar. Se você
Aquele
tiver tendo
negócio
uma
ali da
premonição, você
Bitmart,
fecha
nós
os
ia
olhos.
tomar no cu
Cadê o
se
tênis? Coloca
aquele
o tênis aí.
negócio lá não tivesse acontecido naquela época pra nós cair fora. Nós ia
Você gostaria
tomar
de
no...
ter algo, mas eu
Porque
toquei
eles estão
agora.
travando todas as retiradas.
Respondida.
Eu vi mesmo. Que loucura, né?
Anota aí. Eu quero
Doideira.
que vocês anotem uma sequência de
E
coisas
eu
aí pra
joguei
gente.
dinheiro lá, girei
Fez
dinheiro,
aquela
tudo.
baixaria comigo, eu falei, porque com comunista não dá pra discutir com lógica.
Eu passei o dia ontem recolhendo um monte de informação ali. Vou
O
fazer um
crescimento desse
daqueles
negócio
dossiezinhos hoje.
pega 30 anzóis e vai amarrar.
Ih, lá
Quem
vem
voa
bomba.
comigo, quando não suporta, porque não resolve. Por quê? Porque ele tava pegado emocionalmente. Ele
Ganhar
tem
um
que
negócio
desapegar
aqui, mas
desse
não vou
negócio.
ganhar um negócio porque o meu foi o melhor. Porque a concorrência que tá triste mesmo.
Bom, vamos lá. O cash em 501, Bitcoin 64.900. Puta merda, eu pensei em shortar ontem, mas falei, não, vou pegar só antes da quarta. Deixa eu ver se vamos ver essa abertura aí. Começaram a empurrar nas daqui para baixo antes de eu abrir. Isso mesmo? tá com solucinho, pai.
Tá a dica.
Time. Ô, Gustavo.
Ele tá com a cliente lá.
Esse trabalho dele tá atrapalhando os trades, hein? Onde já se viu o cliente chegar na abertura do mercado.
Não, e todo dia.
Fechou essa loja aí, hein? Ah, W foi razão. Ah, não. Não. Desculpa. 20 segundos.
I've heard people go live after a certain amount of thousands, and everyone's
Mesinha
slightly
aqui.
different. Some
Pegamos
firms
a
are
Patrícia.
consistent, which will tell you the amount.
Vou fazer
Like with Tradify,
600 por
it's
dia.
a
Fiz
fixed amount
510
despite
ontem à
your
noite.
ROI.
Aí
So
sai,
Tradify
né?
is easy to know because if you make close, I think it's like
Não, tem que
80K or
passar em
something,
fase.
they just push you to live.
Ah,
Even if you put
jogando
80K in, there's
fino.
no ROI. Other firms, if it's not a fixed limit, it's an ROI, and that's about where they go for. All right,
Eu
opening
nem
up
vi,
DD
hein?
band.
Aí abriu,
Not
hein?
longing into it. Chips are probably gonna
Eita,
get
fez
hammered
que é pra
today,
baixo,
so
foi
we're
pra
gonna wait and
cima, fez
watch
que é pra
that.
cima, foi pra
See what
baixo, hein?
happens. Opportunistic bears will wanna preemptively
Segura,
there'll be
Bitcoin.
sell-off
Vou
in
logar
TD band.
vocês.
I could short this.
É...
Wait for
Ó,
it and see
eu
what
não queria um
happens.
mercado que fosse
It's a nice
24 por
kind of
7 o
bullish-ish
tradicional, viu?
open, but
Vai
I think
perder
the
as
pack
emoção
gaps
de
are gonna be
abertura
nothing
de
but
mercado,
I
aí todo
might
dia vai
stay
ser sempre igual.
very
Não tem mais
Será que
hora
todo
pra nada? Não tem hora pra
dia...
nada? Tudo funciona o tempo inteiro? Não gostei, não
the
gostei.
Também, o Domingão, porra,
challenge
a
account
abertura
today.
de ontem eu não tava em
It's,
casa,
it's
mas ontem
you
foi
know, we've
loucura, né?
gapped up, we've
Estourou.
sustained the gap, and who knows what's gonna happen today. If I
Vou ter
tried
que cantar aquela
Fidias, you
música lá.
know I
Será
have
que
them, but
todo
Fidias
dia...
static account is one
É
of the best
sempre
static accounts in the
assim.
business. When they have this, sometimes they have a sale that makes it the #1 static account. I've heard nothing but great things about the Fidias static, and people call it goated. It's the
Na dúvida do
static account
Mercadante. O
out
que o
there.
Matt tá fazendo?
It's
Tá
really good with the
alongado?
best
Tá
ROIs
nada.
for dollars spent. The new Lucid, is it worth paying for non-intraday trailing? Wait, hold on, hold the phone. My brain just decided to
Nossa,
stop for a
o
minute.
Zcash
So
tá
the new
divididaço,
Lucid is
hein? Eu acho que
still
pega um 480 antes de
end
voltar a
of the
subir.
day, no DLL. Is it
Vendo
trading
já que derreteu.
once you're funded in the buffer? Or is
Ele
it
foi pra
grande
baixo. Mas
chance,
paying
esses,
to the buffer? I know there's
esses
two
primeiros 5
options there.
minutos é só sabotagem, cara.
Diego, you got the answer here? Hold on.
Não,
What's
mas
going on with my
nem tô
liquidity
vendo pelo
maps,
gráfico. Tô
boys?
olhando aqui pro mapa de liquidação.
Hum.
Tem muito pouca gente
Wait,
longando
so
ainda.
it's trailing on funded always? Okay, that's what I thought.
É, muita
All
pouca,
right, come on,
muita pouca
maps
gente
pop up.
shortando.
Let's see what we got.
Shortando.
Let's see what we got going on.
E muito longo e aberto.
Vai mirando pra baixo, o Bit foi mirando pra cima.
Foi um short e deixar o long aberto.
All right. Short probably
Alright.
is probably the way to go, but we'll see. Hold on. Resilience is there. Positive resilience, the gap fill. This is technically a long setup, but because we're DD band, I'm gonna wait. Probably gonna pull back, I think, because technically speaking, I always long at the open anyways, when the support is there. But with the week that we had, we know how people are trying to sell the chips off. I'm not gonna take the long there.
É o que nós estamos comentando. Pô, será que pegando um short na Zcash? Eu tenho medo de cortar Zcash em 500, sinceramente.
Agora sim.
All right, so our data
Eu acho que
provider
essa porra sobe hoje
this morning. Okay, so we're gonna
amanhã
trade
ainda, Rafa, porque
maps
quarta-feira é
eventually.
pra
That
taxa de
stuff
juros,
filled
né?
out. This is the older support.
Dependendo Amanhã tem a atualização deles, né? Mas dependendo da reação dela ali no 509,
No maps today, but upper DD band. So no maps today, but upper DD
vale a
band.
pena arriscar um
Probably gonna try to
shortzinho
fade
ali,
and sell
entendeu?
off. Nasdaq's already just
Pois
dumping.
é.
No trades for me yet. Days like this, when this war stuff happened, and I get really
Nas
timid and shy.
últimas 9 atas
I can't wait.
últimas
for it to be
9
a bull
atas do
market again.
FONC, As últimas,
We'll see
últimas
the
vezes,
dynamics though tonight.
em 8
A
delas o
gap up
mercado
that's
corrigiu.
sustained is usually a pretty good sign.
Só um o mercado subiu.
But
Segunda.
let's see. We had some big major selling. Google's actually gapped up and traded up a little bit. Intel's
Se
still.
for seguir a estatística aí. Nossa,
It
deitando
gapped up
pra
but
cima
filled
com o
its
Nasdaq
gap.
derretendo. Como
Just kind of
assim,
make sure that
bicho?
we keep our eyeballs on the chip
Não,
market.
minta
It's
pra
been
mim.
selling the last couple days. This could fade the
Fica muito
entire
forte
gap
essa
up all the
porra.
way up if we keep selling. Like Micron opens and just keeps dumping. So if the chips fill their gaps and then bounce and go, then maybe good. But yeah, chill out for today. Today is a chill out day. Some of you guys might have tried to short from DD band, which I was saying. My instinct was, despite it being a long setup, I think it's going to try to pull back a little bit. That was today. Nasdaq bounced right through it. Watch it bounce against 568. Bears in the house. What you want to see is a 568 rejection. You want to see MH. You want to see DD ratio fall to wherever. These are both positive, which is good. Which means the market's going to have an easy time. It might actually hold right there. But you got some trades inside of here that are worth taking. S&P is kind of the same boat. There is that resilient support here. There's that DD band resistance there. We're not going to have our indicators for a little bit. It's going to be a couple minutes. We'll get those on, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, realistically. You built your buffer how long till your live account is activated? I don't know what you mean. So whenever you're in a prop account and you build a buffer, you don't just immediately go live. You have to take payouts and stuff. Vidius Express 2 live. Kind of look, the drawdown is less. We'll look in a little bit. What the dump's going on with chips? I don't know, but for whatever it's worth, the chip industry has just been like in free fall. There was some news about like China coming out with some cheap chips or something. They just put a spook. And also with earnings, we had a lot of the stocks that had earnings like Intel, great earnings immediately sold off. Like Micron is dumping. Even non-chip manufacturers like Google had great earnings but sold off. Let's look at that really quick. Google retracing a little bit of this. So interesting to see if this turns into the big bull day. There we go. There's that. The reason I don't short it, with all being support here, it's still going to try to bump. Now, if you are a bear, that's probably it. But I'm going to take a guess that today DD ratio is probably going to be greater than half. Like I said, if you are a bear, this is your play. If you're a bull, then this is also your play. This is the play. So either there's one of two things going to happen. Either A, we're going to support here and then just slowly push higher. Or B, we're going to fade here, hit the reject, and dump. Now, with the resiliences being as strong as they are, that support is still strong. So that's why I was drew earlier. That yeah, the two-way trade there. Right, this is kind of it. Oops, that was it right there. So that's what I drew. Support at the open or fall to the open and then bounce, something like that. And it horribly undershot that. Your resilience is really strong today, so we'll see how that turns out. The monthly maps and holidays, I don't know. Yeah, we pulled all zeros for whatever reason. From our maps server, the one that does hedge pressures and all that. We all pulled zeros, so the calculation flipped out this morning for some reason. What do you think about iceberg detection book map? I have no experience with that stuff, but it's pretty decent. I hear from people that use it. So today is going to be a digestion day for me. I wish I had liquidity maps. Give me a couple minutes to figure out. You know, we're trying to get them to pull our data. And we're gonna, my feedback from my team, usually when there's a hiccup, it takes about 10 minutes. So right now they're already on looking into it, and they're gonna be popping up soon. All right.
about to get one. It's your choice. You're confused to choose 25 or 150k Phidias. For me personally, and this is not something for everybody, I usually try to go with the account that gives me the most drawdown, the most flexibility. But a lot of times it doesn't really matter. It just depends on the kind of person. If you get a lot of payouts, like I do, I always go for the most expensive account so I can get the most money per payout. So that when they, imagine like the example is pretend you go live after the first payout. And so if you have 2 accounts and one payout's bigger than the other, then the minute you request your payout before they kick you live, technically if you pick their bigger accounts and you're a really good trader, you'll make a little bit more before you go live, just because the payouts are bigger. So I always go a little bit heavy, and you'll see a bigger drawdown, but usually they scale with the price. So like payout per price and all that scales very, very closely to each other. So there's no added benefit other than if you make a lot of payouts, the biggest one will give you more payouts. If you're choosing between one or the other, more often than not, on any other circumstance, like if you're just an average trader just getting started, the 50Ks are usually slightly better value per dollar spend in the scoring. So a lot of people choose that for that reason. So choosing between 25K and 150K is a completely two totally different statements you're making. If you're a seriously good trader, go for the 150K. Or if you're an average trader, go for the 150K in that option. If you're on a budget, go for 25K. That's usually the answer to that question. Like you're on a budget. But if we look at the scores, we can actually put the two side by side and see what the actual differences are. And I'll do that for you in a minute. Can I do a new yellow line post in Discord? I don't, because I want you guys to come to the stream to get it. So that would require me posting in Discord. Ugh. I don't do that. I'm the only guy. I'm the only guy in the world with the trading Discord that never posts in. It's crazy how we're one of the biggest Discords in the world, and I don't even post there. That would require me posting in Discord. I don't know if I got it in me to make a Discord post, but y'all come to the stream, I'll give them to you. Hold on. So today, S&P is 75.46 up here at the top. 75.46. Yeah, like, you know, how to have one of the biggest Discords in the world, and the trading guy isn't even in there doing calls, no plays, no call outs, no handouts, no Lambo picks, nothing. I'm not even there. You guys are there. Y'all hang out with each other. Every once in a while, I'll say something, but I usually lurk. I like being a member. I like being a member of Discord, where I'm a silent, quiet lurker with my friends. I'm a member of my own Discord. I watch you guys post. It's kind of nice. I learned so much being a member in a Discord. Did I play the new Battlefield 6 level? I did. I played it like all weekend, Jerome. It was awesome. Battlefield 6 has a brand new level, an island level. You know what I missed, though, about Battlefield 5, the island level? Was that when the weather would turn up. You know what I'm talking about? The one from Battlefield 5 where there was a hurricane? Like you're fighting and you're playing Conquest, and like halfway through the fight, the weather starts getting choppy and a hurricane and stuff starts blowing through. I do remember that being my favorite map in Battlefield 5. This kind of reminds you of it. It's actually pretty good. I played nothing but Breakthrough on it. It was a really hard Breakthrough map because there's so much choke point in it. But yeah, it was fun. Did y'all play the new Battlefield 6 map? I don't know when it came out, but y'all were telling me last week to check it out. The weather changes in 5 are cool, right? Yeah. Super dynamic. All right, so hitting the DD band and pulling back. Again, this was, you know, what I drew this morning. We had this sort of like pressure here. Oops. So it's kind of, you know, map should be back soon.
That's tough looking.
Database. Oh, okay.
Yes, right.
It is.
They said their database was full and they gotta make an adjustment.
I might try it here. I'm looking at this 87.
Find a new database management.
Ooh. Oh,
nice
solution there.
Oh, all right.
You like the 9 flag map? Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Right.
Which one was that?
Okay.
The yellow lines. The yellow line is just a natural.
Let me focus. We're in the gap
resistance target. Whenever you're going up in a bull market or going down in a bear market, you will have longer term resistances built off of imbalances. It's called margin buffer limit. All the way that you think. Before I like go into huge detail about telling you what
my
it
average
does,
entry is
just think of anytime you
$4.99.
bump into a yellow line, it's going to be resistance with like a huge coin flip of
Oh
if the
my
bull
goodness,
market
we
will
are
get
moving.
interrupted here. Half
I'm
the
targeting
time,
this gap
it
though,
will
really.
survive
I'm gonna
and go,
see
and the other
what we
half the
do
time
around
it dumps. But when it
422.
dumps big, and I'm talking big. So when we trade against
But
yellow
we are
lines, all you have
riding
to tell
this.
yourself is don't long into them. Sit out because it's kind of a coin flip, right? And here's an example
Okay.
of
Yeah, ES
what
broke
happens
previous
when you
day
reject
high.
off of it.
Next target
So
on ES to
half
the
the time
downside
it,
is going to
it
be
won't do much, but when
491
it
and
does
then
something, it does something
490.
big.
Well, 490,
And so
491
once you
area
fight off
could try
that
to
limit,
hold.
so the Nasdaq is now trading down towards its half gap. Resilience just went negative. I don't know how many of you guys shorted right out the door. I haven't taken a trade yet. Suri Reef is the new big map. Yeah, on Battlefield 6. I forgot the name of it. Should we go long and half gap? So I can't tell you what to do, but I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. I am still very fearful from Friday that this market's trying to be bearish. I'm gonna wait for maps to come through, and when they come through, I'll make a decision on where I could trade. Technically speaking, this resistance to half gap, what I drew this morning, was pretty textbook, even without liquidity maps. We already knew what we're looking at, right? This is what I drew already. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. This is what it was. It was actually in between here and there. That's it. So you had slight like DD band or DD ratio support, and you had half gap support back up to open. Now this is resistance though. Not the strongest, I would say, support for B plus setup to take. If one was bullish, we don't know where our bull pivots are today. Personally speaking, whenever we lose DD band or yellow line together, I do not take this long here. I repeat, I do not take this long here. When you fail A plus setups, which is anything related to DD ratio, right? Which is your bear and bull zones and DD band. When you lose an A plus or MHP, I don't take a B plus. So there's like a hierarchy of trading setups, right? If MHP breaks, I'm not trading half gap. If MHP breaks, I'm not trading weekly hedge pressure, right? The things that rank a little bit lower, you don't take a weaker pivot when a stronger pivot fails. That's kind of the rule of thumb. So while there is always, and I mean always, going to be some kind of bull pressure off of half gap, always, this market's always testing that. There is no strong evidence that it does bounce from here really big anymore. Not with stuff tanking. So
that actually, I wouldn't mind that.
it's kind of one of those. I'm kind of happy just chilling here days. If you were to force me to do something, to force me to take a stab at this, the stab I would take is to take a long from here, but I kind of want to wait to get my maps come through before I do anything. Can I play the knife catcher song? Oh, I can. Oh, you know I can. Ooh. You need me maps? I know. I need me maps. I need me treasure maps.
Wait. Oh, he typed.
Are the gold doubloons at the end of the treasure map? What's the new triple B? Hold on. I got you, fam. Hold on. Wait, that's
what a rejection.
the options ladder. Let's try another one.
85.
Oh my god. Oh, you stopped with 85?
Yeah, 85.25.
1774. I repeat, 1774. You know, I kind of like, it's like a nerdy thing to say, but you know, every time you say something like, hey, what's the number? And you go 1774, and somebody goes, oh, you mean like the year? And it always sounds funny because I always like, wasn't every number like the year at some point? But you know, somebody says like, you know, what's last four of your passcode? Oh, 1985. Oh, like the year. Okay. And you're like, wait a minute, isn't every number a year at some point? Yeah. It's such a nerd. But yeah, 1774, like the year 1774. Okay, let's go on. Am I always sick on Mondays? No, I'm not sick on Mondays. I have a little bit of eye sty going on here. My eyeballs are going. Like Lance was right. The market wizard was right. You can go blind from trading. No, I had a. I'm totally fine today. No sickies. Just a little sad. Because my liquidity maps aren't coming through. Dashboard message. All right, what you got? Okay, thank you for that, Frina. I appreciate that. Let me double check. Thank you for looking out. I love you. You're the best. All right. Goodbye. All right. So this is pretty predictable today. To not chase the long. I said if you were a bull, that was your chance. If you're a bear, that also was your chance, right? And I kind of was very specific about saying this is one or the other. Without the rest of my indicators, I decided to sit out and avoid the long at the top at DD band, or the reclaim didn't take it. So we have sunken back below, down here into the abyss. Yar. So this was a pretty kind of predictable path, I think, with the market selling pre-market a little bit, then drop, pop, and drop, because we've been seeing just this annihilation of the chip market the last couple of sessions, and I didn't touch the challenge account last night. The only trades I made were off of this trade right here. I got that leg, and just the blue sky accounts, and that's it. So let's see what happens when things pop up in a minute.
Não, cara, é o seguinte, o negócio é pegar aquilo que é recurso, por exemplo, estuprador.
You don't have the dash messages? Can you have them? Oh, Verbin, it's just it's a way that they talk to me. Like, hey Matt, your fly's undone. Hey Matt, there's a booger hanging out of your nose. Hey Matt, stop inappropriately winking at the camera.
Acha aí, tem um site, 24 horas,
They send me little messages there.
lá em Nova York. Pega aí pra todo mundo.
Internal.
Engraçado, por que...
Matt, shake a little better.
Porque não tem nada. A mulher contou o negócio.
Yeah.
Eu olhei nela.
I need that help. Going blind from trading, I need that help. Stop telling us to whip it out. But I get a little kinky when it comes to profits. I like to watch. Whip out those P&Ls for me. I'm like the guy in the trench coat with the lapel turned up, with the hat on, with the binoculars. You're whipping it out. Show me those P&Ls. Stop instigating chat. Show the P&Ls. Never. How dare you insult a man and his kink? Listen, don't judge me. We all have one. Everyone has one. You have one too. Everyone has something. I'm into P&Ls. I like to watch. I don't like to touch. I'm a gentleman. I just like to look. I just like to watch. That's it. I like to just see them. Show me how big they are, how little they are, how much money you made, how little money you made. I stand proud by my kink.
Acabou de derreter.
Violated.
Ponzizinho.
Alright, let's see what we got. Half gap is kind of supporting with negative res. I personally, in all honesty, am not really sure. I'm worried there might be a liquidity pocket here that we're not seeing yet until the data gets a little pop up. But it's good because right now, when you gap up above DD band in normal markets, usually it's a long off the DD band. But in the last couple of days, when we've been kind of fading in and out, chips up, I don't trust taking the long there, and I think it's really smart not to. And we might actually get a better trade. There's these half gaps we're interacting with on NASDAQ. S&P's sustained a pretty large portion of its big gap up. So this right here, if one were a bull and you're just trading off of the charts, we are finding higher lows off of that support from the overnight session Asia, from that gap up. So if you want to look at the S&P chart, on the S&P chart, we did gap up because apparently we won the war with Iran again, and a little bit of movement up here. There's talks to have talks. I don't know. It's all, the same theatrics. And so this, technically speaking, is a good sign for those of you that are like, okay, maybe we've gapped up and we're repairing, go back to being bullish. You kind of want to see that. You kind of want to see these gaps not getting filled, which is probably good, but that's just the market testing the bull side. Once you fill the gap, the game is over. And like as soon as you hit the gap, I mean, it's dead from there. So a lot of times the dealers will sustain some kind of like buffering because that's why they gapped up to begin with. There's a huge buy imbalance, and so the dealers, people bought, so the dealers shorted up here, and they're trying to see if there's any other buyers and get out of their trade. So they got to cover to other sellers. So if the dealer's short to all opening buyers, and dealers got to cover their shorts, means they got to buy from new sellers. And how do you attract new sellers? It's by keeping the price high. And so by keeping the price high, they're trying to get new sellers to come in so they can get out of their shorts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But obviously, like always, just hanging to see if the buyers are there. If anything serves me right, my gut instinct is telling me the buyers aren't stepping back in today. Earnings have been crazy because we've had such great earnings and such terrible response has been selling off every single earnings that's happened. Yeah. So anyways, so we're gonna chill a little bit. Let's spill some news here today. A lot of crazy things happened over the weekend. Lots of crazy stuff. Got some new accounts from Lucid. News you need to know. Earnings season is upon us. Let's talk there first. While we're chilling for maps to come back. Earnings season is upon us. The last week has been spectacular. Now I mean spectacular when it comes to earnings and beating estimates. We've been playing Market Please Don't Die today. I'm going to tell you, as much as you'd like to hear that, I think the market's going to try to die today. I don't know. Do you guys feel it, chat? What do y'all think? If you're going to take a vote today, do you feel like we're still in that same boat? Look, last week, let me go through really quick. I'll play it for you, though. Was it Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's it. All right, here we go. All right, so huge, right? Big stuff. Google was like a $6 surprise on reported earnings per share. Huge. I mean, like, all the stuff came out good for the most part. Look at all this green against a couple of reds. All right, that's Wednesday. Some of the internet's taking a little bit here. Look at Thursday, right? Thursday, look at this, almost all green. Right, so much green. Right, earnings have been fantastic. And Friday, again, you see the trend I'm saying right now. So guys, I'm thinking if I had my maps, I probably am not going to buy the dip today. I'm going to chill. Could be some more selling here, and then on Friday, right, mostly all green as well. So it's been interesting because good earnings have been, everything's been selling. People have been taking that good earnings and selling the pop. I think because of April's run up was probably pricing in earnings all of a sudden. And then at the top, people are just taking profits. Buy the rumor, sell the news sort of thing. You think lower DD band tab today? I think it's possible, yeah. Here's the new day, Monday. Bunch of big before market earnings companies, everything else, again, green. Estimates were really bad and we're beating estimates. I mean, huge surprises. It's so weird to see surprise in earnings, but everything on the price change is red. All right. Like this time around, people are.
E qual a chance deles ter filmado 1000 pessoas e essas que está postando deu certo?
Remember, Trump is now threatening Europe with more tariffs.
Ué, você pega 1000 pessoas e fala, adivinha aí a vida dessa pessoa aqui
so we gotta have that.
E o que der certo na resposta.
And that's going to be very, again, tariffs. Don't fight the tariffs. I think Wall Street's been programmed to treat a certain way around the tariffs. Pretty interesting news week. I believe we have Fed on Wednesday, don't we? No, wait, I'm on the wrong week, do we? No, we do. There it is.
Estão vendo quem que adivinha mais,
Fed decision on Wednesday. We're probably getting our rate hike this week. ADP employment numbers coming out Tuesday. It's pretty decent. If I remember correctly, big week. Yeah, PCE, GDP, all that stuff Thursday. So Wednesday, Thursday is going to be huge. And if the market's going to turn around and have some bullishness, it's going to be that day. So remember, let this day and let the next day just be the stupid day that it is. All right, hold on a second. Let me text the doc real quick. Hold on one second here. Yep, so glad I didn't take the long here. Pretty smart, I think. Where's my stream? Right. My Is cat active on NQ? Let's double check this, right? Good question. I say we're gonna start measuring from here. Probably a good sign. I think it's 262, right? It's about what? 240? Hold on, it's the number 262. All right, hold on. Nasdaq is, oh, sorry, 260. Yeah, so 262 from
Pergunta pro Edu por que ele usa esse fone aí. Ué, mas é só tirar o isolamento, ué. Que doideira.
Mas agora voltou a gostar. É disquete, assim, tipo, colocar.
Meu Deus.
Você é daquela geração mesmo que usava, tá tudo bem.
Decisions, right, in this big challenge account I've been doing, right? I can tell you.
Ah, doido. Tem como usar fone
I've been watching you make all
com
kind of
fio aí,
decisions.
não?
You see that I know that this market's going to be weird. I didn't just wake up Monday and say, yeah, everything's fine. I know it's going to be weird. And there's a big fat zero right here on the challenge account. Big fat zero. And that's what, 16 years of experience will get you sometimes. Is knowing when to trade and when not to trade. Dude, something's freezing up on my computer right now. Hold on. Okay, let me reset this. In task. Gotta be calm, gotta be chill. More news from the weekend. Lucid has brand new accounts that just came out. And also, note, they are same-day payout accounts, just like MyFunded Futures, just like TPT, just like Blue Sky. Lucid has now joined the party of same-day payout accounts. And Tradeify also has one. Lucid's came in very good, ranked as like a 9.4. The only difference that makes the score slightly lower is the payout is slightly smaller. That's not bad. So Lucid has A+ God tier accounts again, which is nice. When's the DB getting fixed? They're repulling the data now, so any moment. No, there's no MHP because so we run, the way that we run Rocket Scooter is we have a separate set of, so we run these servers here. We take data that comes into our servers and we take this data and we send it somewhere else. And the data gets crunched into different calculations. Let me start over. I'm missing a piece. Actually, let me just leave that there. The data portion comes through our database. We send off we have a third party to manage, it's to secure our calculations and send it all back. The thing is that the data pool, so this is our main database. This is where we pull our raw data from to here. The database filled up. and whatever, after 10 years of, or whatever, or however many years we've been doing this, 7 years almost, they said the database was full. Very amateur hour on their behalf, to not have a check or even diagnostic plan on how to expand or clear space or build out or expand through it. But storing options data pools for 7 years just filled up the database, and so we couldn't write to the database today. Therefore, when we pulled the data to get the new data, it all came out as zeros. So that's a logistical error that somebody might get fired over, or at least strongly pointed at with a wagging finger. All right, we have pretty much filled the gap on NASDAQ, which is good. So right now, what they're doing is they're trying to our quick fix is where we're clearing the error log table in the database because we don't need a lot of that, and just quickly wiping out carving out a space to get the data in there, and then we're gonna formulate an expansion plan for the day, and things should be fine tomorrow. Who was the new guy? If I need a new database admin, well, we hired a company. We hired a third-party company to manage it, so that our development team didn't have to worry about it. And these guys are, supposed to monitor and be all into it. But it just so happens after, and the mountains of options data we pulled, we got plenty of it. But that's, you guys, we have historic data and all that, so. Sounds like they're using Google Sheets. I love it. I love it. I wish you were in the meeting. If we had a meeting with them, I could just hear Tammy sitting there and just like snarkily going, sounds like you guys are using Google Sheets. And everybody goes, oh, get him, Tammy. Get him. Arf, arf, arf. Let him hear it. Let him hear it. What you guys using Google Sheets? Oh, it's amateur hour over here. Anyways. Everybody goes, oh, snap, Tammy. Oh, shit. Burn. Anyways, so my bad on that, but at the end of the day, is it kind of glad, right? Kind of glad that we don't have that yet, because it might have enticed me to kind of make some trades. I have a feeling that I would have had liquidity maps here or something, and I probably would have taken a few losses. So far I've been chill. I don't know. How many people here shorted off a DD band though, just on a hunch that you might have the negative resistance there, right? You guys let me know. So far, I'm not touching the longs. I still feel like the market is in full-on tariff mode, which just basically means that VIX is going to go nuts. We're going to have some major sell-off days. Today just proved what I wanted to see. Will every pop get dropped? So when you look at stuff like this, guys, it's really, you shorted. Good. You guys are short. Cool. You got lucky shorting, took a gamble. Like, I was almost ready to push the button. I mean, I'm up a lot today, so I'm gonna chill. But here, yeah, chips are just dumping again. And I think when we're full on tariff mode right now, I think the market could get much worse than we think. And so you shard. Oh boy, yeah, I know the feeling. I had Tex-Mex last night. Every single time I gotta pass a little and just cross your fingers and pray. Vapor, no liquid. Vapor, no liquid. Vapor, no liquid. Okay, that's gross. All right, anyways. He sharded. Just kidding. No, but seriously though. Chartin' and Shartin'. You remember that song that we had? Chartin' and Shartin'. There you go. Ah. Long came Paul. Yep. Good times. That scene, that movie. As much as I'm not a big fan of like potty humor, that's like the epitome of potty humor. Long came Polly. The scene, the scene. Yep. Ben Stiller and his IBS. All right, so we're gonna just chill a little bit. Let me see which other smaller yellow lines we have below this. 21 2. A lot of times, like, you might see, it's like, well, why is Matt not trading? What's going on? But in reality, there's nothing sexier than just kind of having a hunch about something and not doing the wrong thing, much more so than doing the right thing. For me, is I know the market's trying to sell off pretty hard with new tariffs coming out. Wall Street's gonna just try to flip the fuck out. They're gonna do that. So without my full suite of indicators, I'm certainly being hesitant trying to take generational longs here. Now, NASDAQ, if you are bullish, besides the chase out, if you are bullish-ish and you want to bet off of your technicals, you know, betting once the gap is filled is about the area where the markets could find buyers if it is bullish. Now, with this much of a drop already today, I mean, we dropped 400 points, 500 points since I've been talking. You know, obviously good. I've done nothing yet. It's hard to believe this goes all the way back up without an immediate pivot. And then we might have a pivot this next hour. If it's hovering low here and not going lower, it might try to pivot out of this. Low consolidations. Very rarely does the market just dump and dump and dump and dump and dump and dump without stopping. So if I were bearish, 100% if I were bearish, I would have closed my bear trade right here. And I won't be bullish. Like I said, if you manage to get 300 points in just like last couple minutes here, bravo to you. The loofah scene. Yeah, the loofah scene. Yep, need it. I need a new loofah. Yeah, how's it going in there? Oh, just need a minute. Can I show you monthly maps? Oh, so today we had an issue. Our database is being serviced right now. Giving that database a good servicing. And as soon as it's done, we should get we're gonna repull the data and get our maps out. We don't have them right now. So in other news, yeah, so this weekend was pretty crazy. Lucid has new accounts that come through. I have word that NextGen has got some new accounts coming through, and they're going to be awesome. So that's cool. What else happened this weekend, guys? What else happened this weekend? Service that thing. Almost service that thing. You have no idea. Kyle finally slept in. Oh, that's good news. Kyle needs to sleep in for a little bit.
Era mentira. About to hit it.
You can set up anything for you, doing crazy automation for other people as well. Hey, there you go. Yeah, well, the thing was that the company that manages and holds our calculation, like that's their job. That's only their job. Calculations are in a secure vault somewhere. That way, even if Rocket Scooter gets hacked, there's no way people are going to be able to steal our database code and our anything. Like all that stuff is separate, and we talk back and forth too. It's just layers of protection for our IP. In case our system got hacked, that stuff is locked up somewhere else, and it's always worked fine. It's just that the somewhere else, you know, after 5 or 6 years, and database gets filled up, and they weren't monitoring it or whatever, and they're like, this morning we're talking to them like, hey, you know what's going on? They're like, oh, there's an oopsie, our bad. They had one job. That was their job. Yeah, sleeping on the job. But that's okay. We're doing fine. Do I expect Wars to announce a rate hike? I think that this time around, let's take a look at the data really quick. Other news. Other news. Let's look really quick. Let's all get her out. Hold on. Let me get this really quick. Let's find out. Let's see. You're right to stay out. You would have tried long. I know, Gamma, right? I would have done the same thing. All right. We have now officially filled the gap and traded through it on NASDAQ. Let's get out the Fed watch. Okay. So what the odds of getting a new rate hike are going to be, let's find out. Let's load that up in a second there. Let's load this up here. So the way we read this is it's fairly split that we get our rate hike. Hold on, wait. Our current rate is 3.5 to 3.75, which is about 60% chance we stay here and about a 40% chance we get a cut. You go to see, if you guys want it, this is type in "see me Fed watch" in Google and this thing just pops right up. They give you all kind of neat stuff. These are the odds of where we're going to land. The way that this is calculated, if you click on this probabilities tab over to the left, you can see that there are actual Fed fund futures contracts you can trade. This is the actual thing you can trade. You can go bet on the Fed. It's like the very first Pauly market that ever existed. Crazy. Crazy. Right? You want to bet on Fed rate hikes. This came out for Kalshi did. So you can go out there and own these contracts. And you basically take 100 and subtract this number from it, and that's what the rate will be. So example is 96,175. You subtract 100, that's going to be 3.92. Or 3.98 to add up to 100. So you can trade what the rate's going to be at any particular expiring month. This N, Q, U6, V6. These are contracts just like the S&P and NASDAQ. It's like we're starting to move here. A little bit of counter volume coming through, a little bull volume there. I can see it in the DOM. So now you can see how traders are betting on each. This is all the Fed dates coming up. So these are the dates we have: July, September, all that stuff. And these are the odds we get something that happens. Currently, our rate is right here, this vertical column. The July meeting, like we showed you earlier, was a 40% chance we get a cut and a 60% chance we don't, or hike and 60% chance we don't. September, it shifts very rapidly to almost a certainty we get a rate hike. Only 17% chance we're at the same spot. So there's even a 30% chance we get 2 hikes between now and September, and almost a 40% chance that we get 2 hikes before the end of the year. And a 30% chance we get a 3rd rate hike by next year. So it's a 30% chance we get 3 rate hikes between now and the end of next year. This is becoming closer and closer to now. If I were to take a bet, is that we get a rate hike? Yes. And if you want to know why I think that, why do we think that, chat? Let's put on our thinking caps today. What makes you think that a rate hike this meeting is possible instead of next meeting? Anything alarming going on right now? Market's already selling off. In hindsight, it's always 2020, as people say in trading, right? Always makes sense in hindsight. Man, great earnings, market's dumping out. Is it maybe this is the start of rate hike season? Right? So I think about it, I go, maybe the rate hike is going to be tomorrow or Wednesday. You get what I'm saying, right? You get it, chat? So it's coming. It's either this month, or if not this month, it's next month, the September move. So, so we can hit stack fleet. yeah. I mean, it's not that the rates aren't that important at this level. It's more psychological for Wall Street than anything. 1/4 point at a 4% inflation is not at all going to stall the economy. Market's trading like that because it's enhanced and amplified by the tariffs. Trump talks about tariffs. We remember what tariffs are like. The market just dies so quick. You know what I'm saying? And so we know that that's the case. And I wouldn't sleep on the new tariffs thing. Iran war, up and down. Yeah, it's going to cause violence. Tariffs, the market's going to fade and fade and fade and fade. And what you'll notice is that the market moves the fastest. It speeds up and speeds up and speeds up. And then reverses in the middle of it being fast. When markets are selling off and they feel slow or stalling, I never tell myself that's the end. when the markets are selling for a violent reason like tariffs. Like I always say, okay, this is the middle ground. It's probably going to keep selling. Just like today, you know, market is back to below Friday's lows. And if you were to like put a gun to my head at the start of the day, I wouldn't have longed off of this. When I told you guys half gap to there is probably the setup, and I said it might be good if resilience was good, and resilience just went negative and we continued to sell. So the appetite is there for bulls to just get the F out of Dodge, you know.
Legends tournament, it's me versus him.
I'm always the minority.
So it's 1 versus 1,
Wait,
and right now it doesn't look like he's taking any trades yet. I don't know if he's waiting for me to blow up or what, but
futures trading on a set of 50
we'll
stocks
see.
starting today.
I can't give him too much information. You know, I can't be showing him all the good trades here, people. You know, I can't be showing all the good trades here.
Actually,
we're up almost $2,000 in that account. So
two things. Number one is there's less volume in the stock market. There are fewer shares of stock that likely will be traded. If day traders are owning stock as part of their portfolio, in no way would they choose to own stock apart from the dividends. I don't know if single stock futures
swiped the 5-minute low. I'm gonna try a quick long.
My question is maybe. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. The futures, and I don't know what the futures settle in. Are they just cash derivatives, or do they settle? And I guess they have to be because they're futures. They can't settle in cash. They can't clear it. So I guess single stock futures. So there's futures for stock. Like you can trade Tesla future and Nvidia futures and stuff. I guess they're cash settled, right? Let's ChatGPT this. I don't think they could be share settled because the CME group doesn't have shares. Are single stock futures cash settled? Yeah, cash settled, I believe. End of the day, cash settlement. Through settlement methods depending on a specific exchange, blah blah blah. Yes, cash settled. Yep. So they don't pay dividends, I would assume. I mean, this is what they did before, but I'm just making sure that the new ones don't. Yeah. There's no cash dividends. So yeah, so no dividends either. So the only reason people would ever buy stock anymore would be for the dividends. You would obviously buy Nvidia futures if you're day trading to save on taxes. So what happens in single stock futures, especially when they're hosted by the CME, is a significant amount of trading volume is now leaving the New York Stock Exchange to go towards the futures exchange. Now, the index we trade is going to be monitoring all of that together and accurately pricing things. You're just not going to have as much stock volume. But I think the accuracy of the stock price is still going to be very reflected. It's just less volume. Look at all these fuckers that are trying to cover how much less volume, we don't know. 10%, 50%, 20%?
They're holding, they're trying to hold it, but there's no way. 7460 is the one.
People buy stocks for the dividends and also to hedge against their single stock futures positions. Yeah.
July Dallas Fed manufacturing activity coming out in
also
less
they
than
might
10
just
minutes.
hedge against single stock futures positions with regular index futures.
Bro said get over it. What the
only
fuck do you
reason
want me
you'll
to
hold
say?
stock anymore and when you can hold a futures contract is for
It's
that
trading, bro.
particular
Toughen up.
reason.
Get over it.
To have the long-term
would you
capital
like me to give
gains,
instead?
A,
Gen Z
to hold
trader?
something for more than a year,
What would
then
you
you're
like me
gonna pay
to
the best
say?
amount of taxes. Futures, you don't get that.
Get the fuck over
it's
it?
60-40 rule. So if you're holding something for 2 or 3 years,
Sorry,
you're gonna trade
I
a
didn't say
stock.
get the fuck
Care
over
about
it.
having the
Is that
dividends,
better for
which
you?
is also
Get the
2 or 3
fuck
years,
over
you're gonna
it.
trade a stock. You're day trading, you're never gonna touch a stock again. There's no reason to. Absolutely no reason to. You can trade the future.
That's another one too.
Futures contract. You're just gonna pay better taxes on it. Now, if it's illiquid, which I don't know, it will be, but everything's all mechanized right now,
because
so
the
it's like,
NQ is the
you know,
leader.
algos are setting
MNQ
the
is going to
price and
follow what
everything,
NQ
so
is doing. The
illiquidity
orders
is
that are
not really
happening
going
in
to be an issue
MNQ are
in
mostly
modern exchanges.
machine orders that
So
are
I
reflecting
think
what's
that
happening in the NQ.
The question is, will that affect
So if you want to read
how
price
responsive
accurately,
the
I
index
suggest reading
is to
NQ.
stuff? Like,
Do whatever
if
the fuck you
Nvidia
want. What
news
do I
is
know, dude?
bad,
Fucking
is the
did not
stock
make
going to be
600K this
choppier
morning
because
like I
there's
should
less
have. I'm
volume
pretty
and people are
dog
just
shit
shorting
at
the
this.
futures? You know,
Could have made
that's the real
800,000
question.
today, I'm sure.
And so will the market move more
Actually, let
violently
me see.
with its but probably not, because like it's the same could be said about the million of S&P derivatives, SPX has SPXL, SPX, you know, like
I'm an absolute
SPY. You got all
fucking
these
joke at this,
different
so
ways to
I
trade
wouldn't
the
listen to
S&P and all
anything I
these
say.
different index funds trading it, splitting the volume up a million different ways, and the market's still pretty freaking liquid. So I don't think diverting, you know, a significant portion of the volume towards single stock futures, it's going to have a big effect We'll have to see. Maybe
7 more minutes until the
in
bullshit
the old
comes
markets
out.
when we had single stock futures before 2022 and before they
I
cut
really
the first
think I
time.
would have been able to.
It never really. The markets were liquid and good, and never really noticed much.
So
we should be
dumb,
good.
Dude. So fucking trash. Do you scale out of
futures never
positions
pay
it's not
dividends,
going in your
yeah.
favor? It just depends. I mean, sometimes.
Well, I mean,
I'll
futures in
one-shot it,
general, but
sometimes
you
I'll
never
scale
know
out. It
if
just
there's
depends on what's happening.
a
what
product
session
they
I'm
design
trading.
however they
Just all-
want.
The
There's
answer is
no
always it
dividends because
depends.
there's no stock,
I'm not a
but sometimes they
one-size-fits-all
could have
trader,
some
dude.
kind of perks or something.
Oh, I'm sick.
In futures.
This is just sick.
You never know with the new product. You always want
about
to
to
double
break
check.
in Nvidia too. Fuck
Things
you.
change all the time.
Oh, they are holding it.
Yeah, dividends are the account for in the discount premium, the SFF, cash equities.
200 just broke in NQ or in Nvidia.
They're already
And
accounted for
200
and
just
priced
broke in
in.
NQ.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
That's correct.
Actually.
Just like with options. Yeah. We playing Life Catchers Anonymous?
We gotta wait until 10:30 now.
I was waiting.
Because we've seen the market do all this tricky shit. It'll come down, find that liquidity, and then reverse and go literally 500 handles straight up.
All right.
So can't short this from
Down
here.
and pull the trigger and YOLO some kind of long here.
Even though it
Nah.
seems super fucking attractive, can't do it.
Look at this though, my friends. Do me a favor.
Is it a full moon?
Tell me
today?
in chat.
Hey Siri, is it a
Did
full
you
moon today?
avoid or did you short or did you long? Let's just take a poll really quick.
Today.
Hold on. I want to know
Full moon
something.
on
Hold
Wednesday.
on, don't say anything. Hold
FOMC
on.
is gonna be a full moon. How about
Today.
that shit? All right.
Be honest.
Full
Did
moon
you
for FOMC.
sit out? Short? Now I'm gonna make a poll. Don't type anything. Hold on. All right, I want to poll. I'm curious how y'all did today. Just be curious. You guys shorted? Those that shorted, do you think that it was because last week in the tariffs coming up, you guys just wised up to it? I mean, it's really smart to be like that. Especially Friday's action was just crazy. I was in a meeting with a potential partner, and I'm watching this on the side, just talking. I'm like, what is going on with NASDAQ just melting? Like, and now this, by comparison to Friday, this looks much smaller then than it did today. But just watching NASDAQ just bleed and close, I was like, oh man, we're gonna gap down on Sunday. I know it. And it fell what, like 300 points, 400 points, and now we're. Ooh. Now we found 600 points. And I have not touched the market today. You will notice, the art of being a millionaire, the art of making money, the art of being a badass trader sits upon the shoulders of your ability to choose when you act on the market. Today, you've witnessed greatness again. Did I think lower? Yes. Again, as you've seen, what have I done today? I've sat out. I wish I could vote. I sat out. Even without my indicators, intuition was pretty on point to sit out. Nothing today was I'm like, let's long. The only thing I drew was when Rez was positive, and I said, if you were, and I said at the start of the day, I said, if you are a bull, this is it. You are either going to rally from here, and if you're a bear, this is also it. It's going to dump. It's a decisive day. And I drew, there's a little bit of pressure from here, and there's also dip pressure from there. And then Res went negative, and the market just filled the gap. So the only thing I drew today was literally this. That's all we have.
Lá no gelinho.
So it's very rare that I'm going to chase the outer DB band, knowing that we have monthly maps bearish, even without our indicators. So I didn't touch it. I didn't say I'm going to take a small long out the door.
Eu falo pra você que o cara começa mesmo a falar assim agora, entre os 250 milhões pra frente.
Toda pena que você tá hoje, tá? Aqui é a estrutura. The market's sharting on itself. Can I get some more people vote? I'm curious. You got, 1,600 people here. I'd like to see more than 300 people click that button. Just let me know. I want an accurate poll to see how good of a teacher I am. Even without our indicators, how did we do? Right? DD band short off of intuition, which was like the coin flip. When I say the coin flip, it's because we didn't have our indicators fully. I said it's either going to go here, if that's good, which we don't have, or maybe it's going to pull back for resilience to negative. All right, so we got a new pool coming in 7 minutes. Our data will be here, by the way. I'm going to let everybody in chat know. Lower D band on NASDAQ. Oh my God. What's the update on Roxy or TradeView? We have a prototype for the browser extension, which I need to actually start this week investigating. So that should be the start of things. Another thing with the market falling so quick, we need to look at this today. I am so glad I didn't touch this market today. You hear about that streamer that crashed out and went full racist over the weekend? Never go full racist. Seriously, I'm telling you. Well, that was a shocker. The bigger shocker is every prop firm out there turning their heads to it. Snapcatcher song. We just played it. All right, you want to hear it again? You heard that? You're that much a glutton for punishment? All right. Why? Wait. Why am I glad I didn't short? I don't get it. What do you mean? Oh no, I'm glad I didn't trade because I didn't have enough indication to trade. But I'm glad I didn't long. Anyways, that was crazy. What a weekend. I want to hear it. You guys literally long lower DD band. I mean, you got to be a let's double check we're not in a VIX catalyst here. I mean, I can demonstrate the trade with 1 micro. I'm gonna tell you guys. No, VIX is good. I could do like 1 micro. Not that I want to, but it's 1 micro for 40. Jesus, look how crazy it's moving. 1 micro for 40. My entry is absolute garbage there. 82. What the hell? It jumped into that buy. Okay. But I should have got down at 50, so that's really... This is really stupid on my part to get a really bad fill like this.
Não pegou a ordem 487, vou pôr no dedo aqui. Nossa, lambeu, 488,
I'm not, again, trust me when I say please don't go yellow ham here. We're close to MHP as well and S&P.
Dark side caindo.
You're free falling.
O derretes.
I need to stop doing that, looking at the freaking chart and getting a horrible entry. It's a micro.
Net abriu ó. Contratinho.
Abriu.
So what I'm happy with is the fact that I'm not...
Viu nada, tá na esperança que o mercado vai subir.
There we go. Let me get the other micro right here.
Pegando a faca caindo.
No.
I'm just going to build a small position there just in case.
Vai
if you are a bull...
Build the position.
DD band and DD band's always a play. And DD band's almost always a bounce. Now you see how it's bouncing right here every time with volume? You see that? Volume. There's no guarantee that it reverses, but you see that if it will, this is the opportunity that it might do it. And again, it's such a stupid, crazy market. I'll just pop a mic right up. See, the trick is being wrong from the right place. If I'm wrong, I'm not wrong all through here, and I'm wrong at the right place here. And let's have some
O
fun with
Patrick
this.
tá fazendo a
Let me
competição
build a
com o
big
tal de
100-point
ICT
sweeping position
pra
around
ver
here
quem que
just to demonstrate.
faz
Let's go
mais
all the
dinheiro.
way down
Tá um falando merda do outro.
to 940. Let me allow a 940 overshoot.
Na mesma live ou
100 points on
não?
Micro ain't nothing.
Oi?
$100.
Mesma live?
Não, no Twitter.
Yeah, like Max, just see that? DD ban.
É, não
Let's
sei
hit
se,
that.
não sei se é
I'm
verdade,
gonna
mas
get a
parece que
better
eles iam
cost
postar 1
basis here.
milhão.
Ô, louco.
Why demonstrating from longing here? The DD ratio is likely to be greater than half. So when it's greater than half, I long a DD band pretty heavily. Even if it's less than half, I long a
Eu
DD
gosto
band
desse
every
tipo de
single time.
aposta.
How could you ask?
Principalmente se eu
What
aposto,
am I
quem paga pra mim
demonstrating?
eu ganho.
You don't know, chat. This is one of your
Entendeu.
EST pivots. Every single time. Every single time.
Isso aí é
NHB
bom
every
demais, né?
single time. Every single time. No matter what.
Hã?
No matter what. The only thing I change is how
O
big
que
I
você
go.
fez? Você alongou?
I long a
Eu
D
não.
band every
Vai do
single
Londres
time,
agora,
even in markets
caindo.
like this.
Nossa,
Every single time.
eu tava no telefone.
Yes,
match
see?
longou.
And it doesn't matter if I think it's going to crash to
Ah,
it, I
não,
still need to
gente,
take
manda
the
esse
long
povo parar
every
de
single
alongar,
time.
pelo amor de Deus.
Odds, the
Tá
odds.
dando dinheiro aí, não tá, Patrícia?
Yes, sir.
Nossa, Lipe,
So
quantos
the reason every
anos eu
single
não
time, and
faço
even though if
isso
it's a
na
small loss,
vida,
I'm going to play the
hein?
odds on. Let me add one more
Cadê? Quanto?
micro there.
Saudade do que
And
eu
I
já
will add a
vivi.
full, so let me explain what every single time means.
Nossa, que lindo,
And I don't think it's a
amiga.
good trade. It's probably a
Né,
loss, but
rapaz, que
my
saudade.
trading
eu
statistics
profetizo
of things happening require me to take the
por
attempt every
dia
time.
até
Because the
segunda-feira
odds
que vem.
are
Daí nós
good
retoma.
that only 8%
Na
of days
segunda-feira nós
close below this
retoma
line and
as
92% of days
programação
will close
normal.
above this line.
Programação
And so
normal.
therefore, every time we touch it,
Amém.
I
Em
make
nome
the
de
attempt that it goes
Jesus,
here.
Rafa,
Now, this is a
vamos.
confluence
Nossa, bom
indicator that we don't
demais.
have yet, so I don't know
Eu
what
já
it will
quero é
be to
fechar.
determine how heavy I go. But if
Realiza,
I
filha.
don't have
Realiza.
it,
Dinheiro bom no bolso. Quanto
I
tempo você
will
não
trade
faz?
small
Realiza.
every time.
Deixa o
I'll talk
resto.
to you indicator. You see
Deixa
how
o
every
resto.
time there's a bounce? And it's
Santo.
not, and then I can determine, like, okay,
Santo,
what do I think the
menino.
market's
Santo.
doing today? I think it's crashing
Aquele
out.
santo,
So I'm not betting a
aquele
bigger
santo que
reversal,
você
but
não
I'm
realiza,
betting
ele
on
te
just
tira
taking
tudo de
my
novo.
quickie scalp
Ai,
there.
que
And you
horror,
can see how it's
Lipe. Deus me
trying to
livre.
do something. Doesn't always, you know. You can't, you know, the market's random. You can see how it's trying to do something here. And I'm going to allow myself, and again, these are 2 micros, so ain't even nothing big there. 28,044. I'm going to allow a full 100-point overshoot here.
Não, esse aí é um.
Just because the market's violently and falling and selling off. I'm going to have my 2 micros there. 2 micros is 160 points every 40. So to 100 points is going to be $400. So I'll be down $400 right here near the stop, and then I'll add 4 more micros here to bet on this overshoot and playing the volatility. So what I'm doing now is just building a big, wide sweeping position around here, just with a couple micros. I'm going to risk $400 on these 2. And allow a bigger sweeping volatility. And the idea is not because I'm
No?
dumb. It's the odds. Something happens as much as it does. Does everybody see how right here it's trying to go? It's trying to do it.
What?
Now, the chances of it failing are pretty high.
Entendi. Mas tá querendo assistir,
Reversal wave. This is a great place to take a stab at that kind of trade. And it's small. Very small as a matter of fact. 2 micros. I ain't gonna cry if I'm wrong. It's only in one account. I'm not doing that in the account that's serious. And you can see that it is kind of failing this pivot. Now, until we get our indicators coming through, I don't have confluence to even hit it hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just build around this.
Eu queria ter visto era essa alta da
And if we just die
Nasdaq,
today, then we die today, I take something small. Just demonstrating how to play the every single time setup.
Direitinho o que eu
And so,
tava
like I said, even
pensando.
though I have a good suspicion I might fall, I don't ever just pick and choose when I trade. I apply myself at that pivot every time. And it's more often not works like a charm.
É hoje de manhã também, né? Se eu não tivesse dormido mais que a
I'm
cama.
going to play a little bit heavier on the overshoot. I'm giving it 100 points, even though the largest 1-minute candle isn't 100 points. It's more like 60 points. I'm giving it just a little bit extra fat. So 60 points is the actually appropriate overshoot. So to write at about 80 is in all honesty where that 60 points really is. I'm going to allow it to just play a little bit more before I dive back into it. So when I build a cost basis, what I want is for that 92% to realize, and then I build a position around it. So an example is I'm not just
Caralho,
going to
mas
keep
daqui,
adding
além de
like
fechar o gap,
spontaneously. I
saiu
got
de
two
1% de
position
alta para
here at
1% de baixa. É
66, which is kind of a shitty cost
2%
basis.
de
This is
variação.
pretty newbie on my behalf.
Trilhões de dólar. Rompeu totalmente a
For
sexta-feira.
getting in. Not as good as I could have been. Like I'm 20 points off of the band.
Eu vou fechar.
Closer to like 80
Eu vou fechar
or
porque
so.
bateu meu alvo,
I
mas esse
could
trem ainda vai lá
start
pro
building
segundo alvo,
inside
que é
here
no
and put my stop at
400.
40.
Interessa,
Like I
Aí
said,
eu vou
it's gonna
fechar.
try.
Põe stop
And if
pra
it does
dentro.
try, this is the place to try is from. Problem is I got to interrupt
Mas
along
é
the
porque
way.
stop
So
pra
this
dentro
goes
aí
up to about
pega, né?
102. So this is a very, very elaborate
Conhece a
manual
regra.
trade.
Quem tem cu tem medo, né?
Active song and a cat is active, so it's
Não,
like
melhor fechar logo e pronto.
you know,
É porque
you
assim,
shouldn't
o
be
meu
trading at
primeiro
all
alvo
anyways.
era esse,
And
do
so when Catalyst is
800,
active, we tell you guys no trade, sit out, all that stuff.
897. E ele bateu lá.
Man, I love seeing you guys trading so smart.
E o outro é o mais embaixo, que é o 400.
Essa conta é tá conta de
I love it.
cash?
Let's do give away in a
Live?
minute.
Eu fechei. É o meu da Big X mesmo.
I love you guys being here every
Conta
day.
de verdade.
Nice, fun,
Vai quer
professional
saber
environment.
da cake. Como é que tá a
I love
cake?
Eu ouvi falar que tá
Tadinho do
proibido falar de
Augusto.
cake aqui.
Não, mas o homem não tá aqui pra falar. Oi?
Ontem ele meteu
voltou,
um longo,
voltou.
Ontem ele meteu um short, ele deve ter sido fudido. Eu demorou 3 dias, mas consegui sair.
0-0?
Tá ontem à noite. Saí no 0-0.
Menos mal. Ah, então pode voltar a conversar então.
Olha. E mas prejuízo em trade não me abala não, seu pai. Fica tranquilo.
Ah, quem tem é os 500, né?
Já tá calejado.
Quem tem é os 500, né?
Ele tem o caminho das pedras, seu pai. Isso aí é pra ele ir e voltar. Ele fez o caminho das pedras, você não tem ideia.
Very cool. So
ué.
most of you guys set out.
Quando Deus
About
disse
20% of
faça
you
o
guys took
caminho, ele
along,
já
which is
tava lá
good. So the
marretando as
majority of
pedras,
people kind of didn't sit out or didn't
Fico
trade. So I
chateado
said
quando eu
anything
perco
else.
essas entradas.
Counts
Igual
on the
agora que
ES.
vem gente
Yeah,
encher o
ES is going to
saco
be
pra me
a
atrapalhar. Eu fico
60
bem
something,
chateado,
right?
mano. Passa rápido também.
Yeah, 69, baby. 69. Yeah.
Danado,
69,
né?
14, 59, 54.
Nasdaq segue imprimindo baixo. O Bitcoin deve seguir.
Nem me fale, viu,
69
Link? E eu já
dudes.
fechei.
All right, here we go. Cat active on
Foda-se,
S&P as well.
gosta do
And
sangue.
again, I don't expect
Mas
this trade
aí,
to play out, but you can see that it's
O
trying
long que eu
to
abri,
do something there. And what I'm going to do is I'm
pra
going to get my
segurar o
40
short,
points under. Let's get
ele
to
tá
80. I'll add a few
$1.800
more. Just
negativo.
on that final overshare.
Se eu não tivesse
here, and then
aberto
we
esse
will
long,
stop
eu tava
at
com $1.800 a mais na minha carteira agora.
I'm building a cost base, so I'm going to
Nossa, que
repair the crappy
pariu.
entry from earlier.
Porra, caralho!
And again, it's back and pretty hard. S&P just hit
Pode abrir
MHP.
o long, hein?
Right now,
Porque o short tá
S&P
bom,
is colliding
né?
with MHP. This is a place
Lado
it
pra
can
baixo.
also bounce.
Agora eu
We
vou
shall
ter que
see.
ver. Na hora que tiver certeza que fez um fundinho aí, fechar metade do short. Se eu fechar ele inteiro e continuar caindo,
Right,
esse
slightly
long
fatter
explode
Mac.
de
Oh, he's
negativo.
good. He's
A
golden. All right,
metade
let's
do
give away time,
short e depois ir
folks.
fechando o conforme for subindo.
You know the
Short,
drill.
né?
What do we
Deixar
got
só
going on
long e
today in
botando
the
stop.
world of giveaway?
Vai recuperar isso aí. Eita, mas vai a tarde inteira agora. Um trade que tava
Oh, my
na
friends, I love
mão,
you
cara.
guys to
Falei
death.
pra você que ia abrir
Y'all
subindo e
are
depois ia
the
cair.
best.
Caralho.
Eu
Here we go.
peguei
Hold
o
on. Wait,
short,
hold on. Let's
fiquei com
focus. Let's
medo,
focus. We're
fechei
here.
com $28.
There's
Já tá
my 80
dando uns
points to
200
overshoot.
agora, se eu
Okay.
segurasse.
Boy, that's
Ó,
nuts.
1930 agora. Bater $2.000
A little bit more, a
negativo.
little bit more, a little bit more.
Bom que tem o outro do outro lado que tá
Let me get a
tancando, né?
confirmation
Tá
of
no
a
0 a
reversal
0.
green candle in the next
Mas era
minute.
pra ser
Hold on.
positivo isso aí, né? Era pra estar na bag.
Era pra estar na bag.
20 seconds. Let me tap
No
on
0 a
it. Here's
0.
that 400 points. See how I did
The
Só
it?
bag.
I said 400 bucks.
Do jeito que eu tô dentro desse trade, é a mesma coisa que tá de fora.
That's a pretty
Pois é.
mass exhaustion. candle.
Pagando,
Okay.
vai.
1098 cents,
Eu tô de fora do
6
trade pagando taxa. Né?
Eu escutando o que o Augusto
Minute,
falou,
pop.
tô igual essa aqui, ó.
There you go. New minute. Pop. Pop it, baby. 28,000. My cost base is below DD band. Like it's from here. 10, 20 more
Não
points.
ouvi
I'm
nada,
just
Rafa.
closing.
Igual o quê?
Eu também não ouvi,
olha,
não.
olha no chat, eu escutando
Oops,
o que o
I did.
Augusto falou.
5 instead of 6.
Fazendo
Alright.
cálculo.
Dangerous what I'm doing. Please don't copy what I'm doing. Please don't copy me. Copywritten. So don't copy me. Let's see if we get the retrace.
Ah, então já
The
era.
overshoot underneath here. This is nuts.
Não acredito
Nuts
que
so
você
day. Now I'm
fez
not gonna
isso.
knife catch. I'm not gonna knife. I'm not gonna catch the knife.
Não vai ter o
pouquinho
repique
de
da alegria, não,
atenção.
Pretty
gurizada?
much the
Perdeu
600
28 mil, hein?
bucks on this and pull it.
Entramos na casa dos 27 mil na DAC, Bitcoin
And every break in MHP
64,500.
market's dead.
E as
Market's
que eu tô
dead.
coçando Dorote pra
What
abrir
an
esse
hour,
long
right?
nela aqui
Okay.
no 488.
So we'll see what happens. And like I said, I'm ready to
Stop
pull
no
the plug
486, que é abaixo daquele
in a
fundinho
heartbeat.
local ali.
This is playing DD band on a massive white overshoot, which has overshot a lot. Monthly maps are back, guys. All right, hold on.
Será que todo dia
And this is an eval, by the way. This is not
vai
a
ser
funded account.
sempre
Maps are back. Maps are back. Yeah. Okay. Well, now my plans have changed. Got MHP right there. What do I do? All right. I'm gonna hang on. This is an eval, by the way. So this one's absolutely fine. It takes me. I don't care about this one, anyways. I'm demonstrating with eval, by the way, not with anything funded. That's for damn sure. All right. Maps are
A
back.
surpresa não está dentro do ovo, está dentro de você, seu Pokébola.
Lá ele.
Everyone hit that old F5 button there. You know how it goes. All right.
Net tá com
Oh,
6
boy.
contratos.
Dude,
Realmente esse cara não
I
sabe
just want to
tradar,
degen
velho.
MHP.
O cara que só abre longe,
Guys,
ele não
what do I
sabe
do?
tradar.
Don't want to degen MHP?
Ele não
Ensina.
entende o contexto, velho. Ele não. Ele tem que entender o contexto. Tudo bem, ele tem o resultado dele, ele merece os louros por isso.
What do I do?
Mas olha, eu vou te falar.
What do I do?
O cara que só sabe abrir pra um lado, ele não sabe treinar.
Fez 200 pau em
What a
2
fantastic
semanas na
move.
cagada. Também concordo com você.
O bicho, mas esse é cagado demais.
Slightly fatter man.
Pelo amor
Likes
de
you
Deus,
as
o
much
bicho
as
só
he
sabe
likes
longar,
buffets.
viado.
Ele falou assim, eu tenho,
Alright,
mas é
now I got my
no
cost
bootcamp que
basis,
ele
look at
faz
this.
lá, ele mostra
I
os
went from
números,
2, I
mano,
added
de
6.
tipo, quanto longar
É, você falou pra mim que tem uma
faz,
estatística, né?
faz mais diferença do que shortar.
This is reminding me of terrorists, man. There's violence here. Blood in the streets. That is crazy.
Nossa
I'm
senhora,
looking
abriu o
for
long
it now.
nas
It doesn't
cash.
look
Você
good
gosta de
because
um
I'm not
Mas
Para,
these
o
are
programa dele lá tá, parece que não tá
100 point
funcionando
candles, guys.
cedo, ele acabou de voltar.
coming right up. Feel it, or about to be. Oh boy.
Long nas Zcash, stop no 485, hein, gurizada? Quem vai, vai. Quem não vai, olha.
Quem não vai fica pra
Stock
trás.
market crashing.
Não tem stop pra
Stock
tomar, né?
market crashing. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Hoje
Okay,
é o
ready?
derretas,
I got
então.
my 2 here. I got 6 more here. Now the trade is green.
Nasdaq segurou,
Let me just build into my cost.
Aí,
I want a
ó,
better
$7.
cost basis. Let me trim that cost basis down
mas com o Cuna, né? Sabe o Cuna?
a little
Hoje é o
bit.
derreta.
On that green, I'm just
O
closing a little
famoso
bit.
derreta.
Olha lá, saiu no verde, ô
Look
Olímpio,
at
ó.
that. Look at that. There she goes.
Ah, saiu no verde. Já fechou a operação, abriu a
There she
operação, ele tá
blows.
alongado faz 400 pontos, pai.
Olha lá, ó, ele tá mostrando lá verde, ó, $400 verde, positivo, hein.
Trimming that back down to 4.
Ele adicionou um lá em cima, caiu, ele adicionou mais 2, caiu ali embaixo, ele adicionou mais 4. Olha lá, $720 fez.
Chat. We're doing it right here.
Virou Nasdaq, será?
Oi?
Nasdaq virou pra cima?
Ah, deu uma viradinha, mas ele adicionou 4 lá embaixo, eu acho.
Welcome to the Rocket Scooter stream.
Olha lá, ó.
The Trades and Math stream.
Vamos,
Oscar
35
stream.
doletas
All
aqui
this stuff.
na Zcash.
Olha lá, ele vai fazer o que
Type the word
gosta.
love in chat.
Ele vai
See,
fazer o que
here
você
on this
gosta lá
channel, we
agora, ó.
love everybody. Of
Ele
all
vai fazer o que eu
nations,
gosto.
all
Da bunda?
origins,
Opa!
all
Você
walks of
gosta
life,
disso?
all races,
Você
all
gosta da
genders,
bunda,
all
né?
religions,
Nunca
all whatever. We
fizeste?
love people here. We're not
Eu não tenho medo de
racist,
gostar.
hateful bigots like other streamers.
Peligroso,
people
muito
here.
peligroso. 45 doletas e cash, vamos,
Normal.
peguei o fundeba do
Everybody's
fundeba, hein?
welcome. Come
Stop
here
pra
and get
dentro.
free shit. We love free shit.
Vira Nasdaq pra cima,
vamos.
só pra Zcash virar
We
o
all
Bitcoin
appreciate
também,
it.
vai.
Vai lá, se inscreve no
So we got
canal
some
dele
good
lá, ó.
stuff to give away. Got some good stuff to give away.
Isso, Zcash, vamos, 50 doletas, vamos.
Vê se vocês ganham dessa vez.
Tá rolando um giveaway.
I
Tá.
love making money.
Love, much love. Eu acho que ele
Alright.
enganou aí, hein, pai? Ele deve ter fechado a operação e
I
aberto
did-
de
I
novo.
did
Não,
Mas
mano,
vamos
tá,
ver.
eu tô vendo ao
Contracts in
vivo
the
o
big
tempo
account there
todo
for
lá. Ele falou que ele ia
$5,700
adicionar, chegou lá, bateu pra cima e ele foi tirando
And
de
now I
pouquinho em
hit the D
pouquinho. Olha lá, ó.
again, and that was a trade. I'm out.
Olha lá, ó, saiu, ó.
I'm out, chat.
Vamos
I'm
começar,
out.
Nasdaq. Opa, boa. Vamos,
I
Zcash.
DJ'd it on
Olha lá, ó.
MHP.
Olha lá, ó.
With the challenge account, another 5,700 bucks.
E fez mais 6 pau na conta
Or off the
live
DBN
dele.
overshoot. Same trade, close it in and out. That was just a demo. Again, I closed out.
Top pra dentro, take profit
I
posicionado.
should probably still hold
Agora
it,
é só
but
estourar pra cima. Vamos, Bitcoin.
Cadê o Kustosh? Ah, o Lip entrou lá.
Yeah.
Deixar aqui que vocês dão sorte, pessoal. Vamos.
I'll take the tiny little
Olha o
5700.
Fundeba que o
That
pai
was
pegou
not
essas do
bad.
cash.
4 minutes of work.
Puta que pariu, 487 que a Rafa
Well, I
falou, era
waited all
verdade.
day, and
hein,
like I
Rafa?
said, I did the same trade. I
Rafa não
grabbed
tá ouvindo,
2
maldito.
and 3 more and closed the DD band. And I'm gonna let play around for I decide what I want to do next. Today, chat, we got a bunch of giveaways to do.
Ele falou que tem um tanto de giveaway hoje.
We got some Blue Sky, some Lucids. My fun did take profit. Let's celebrate
É
Lucid.
love,
A brand
pai,
new
much
account
love.
come out
Ele
today.
resgatou a dignidade dele, hein, seu pai?
Lucid has
O
a
bicho foi
brand
bem,
new,
foi bem.
and I'm
Pra
telling
quem
you,
tava só
Lucid
com
is
um
now
contra si, ele
joined
subiu
the
bem lá no
same day
fundo, né?
payout crew.
Mas é o que ele falou que ele ia fazer, ué. Ele ia botar ia descer
That's
um
it. That's
pouquinho
all I need to do.
mais.
My one trade
Ele ia botar,
today.
ele literalmente desenhou antes de
Who in
acontecer,
this
mano.
world, when somebody says, Matt,
Acontecer,
how are you
aconteceu,
happy, or
mas
how are you excited? Look at this. You watch today. Just wait.
tem café que você não
And
tomou,
wait, and wait, and wait. I talked to you guys from 8:30 in the morning to 9:49. I didn't do anything. I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited. In 4 minutes, I'm $6,000 richer. This
60
is what
doleta, vamos
professional
Nasdaq.
trading looks
Nasdaq.
like.
Pronto.
Not every move
Eu vi todos
is worth
os
touching.
ativos, são muitos
Not
ativos.
every candle is worth taking. Not every single thing that's green is worth the trading machine.
Pô,
All
o
you
Nasdaq
have
podia
to
rasgar
do
pra cima agora e puxar
is
todo o
wait
mercado
like
de
a
volta, hein?
sniper, hit something that matters. There's the every single time off of DD band, allowing the
Até aqui
volatility.
tá
Now,
dando
stupid
19
me,
dólares. Vamos...
closed out early. Not stupid me, smart me. But I couldn't. The trade is to still be long here with my original two.
26.
But I decided
Onde que é seu cagão?
once all the indicators popped up with R being negative, I decided to get out of that trade instead of stay in it. I already told my thoughts on stock futures. Yeah, stock futures coming out. It's gonna a lot of the prop firms are gonna have stock futures added to their products, which is kind of neat. So you'll be able to trade like single stock futures on like the Lucids and the Tradeifys and stuff. They'll add that as a product to existing accounts.
Sabe que ela
at
comprou
some
na
point.
violenta? Olha a minha tela aí, ó.
When's the Lucid
Peguei
Daily
o
came
fundo
out?
do fundo
It
do
ninja
fundo
dropped
do
last
fundo.
night. Should be there now.
Nossa, que
So
lindo.
Lucid has a new daily account.
Nossa, que lindo.
We're getting
Stop pra
some
dentro
Lucid
já
accounts
e
right now
quero
really
que
quick.
foda.
I don't know if mods if we can get a whole lot
Nossa,
more
se
of
for
those.
aqui em
It's good
cima no
mods.
4
We
no
got
500.
Copiou o
de
trade
novo,
do match, ele.
one we should probably do like 8 to
Eu
10
vou
of
tomar
these
também.
things.
73. Vamos.
Maybe you guys can
Vai
go
subindo
get
ainda.
some real quick and ask
Lindo,
them.
lindo, lindo.
So Lucid has
Ô,
added
Rafa,
to
é
its,
isso daí
its,
que
its
acontece quando tu copia o match
lineup,
aí, ó.
Lucid Pro, Lucid Flex, and Lucid
Oi?
Direct, the original accounts. Lucid Direct is not really that good of an account, but Lucid Flex and Pro are goated accounts. They're so good. They are, Lucid's top 5
Oh, a
prop firm,
internet desse
really
povo
good.
é ruim,
They
né?
created the daily,
Credo.
which is
Esse
exactly
povo que mora
the
fora.
same as
Tudo
TPT Pro
internet
and My
ruim.
Funded Futures, which is great.
País
We
em
love
terceiro
that
mundo é
product. So I love that
sacanagem,
Lucid
né?
has that same product. I love tacos. This is a burger place. They put fucking tacos in the menu too. I love it also, and I love their tacos. Why are people
Esse
typing
não é pra você
love?
parar
That's
não,
how you
biscoito tá
enter
subindo,
the
pô. Nasdaq
contest. You
também,
must
qual
type the
foi?
word love.
Vai ficar de palmolescência aí essa hora?
We love everybody here.
Vamos. Raiz, guys. É o Raiz, guys.
Okay.
Hoje tô no
So
ritmo
here,
rasga
Lucid has
tanga.
the same type of account. Daily loss limit. They have an option with DLL and an option with no DLL.
Ai,
Daily loss
ai,
limit.
ai.
None.
Tá maluco,
2-day
tantos
pass,
horrores
1-day
esse fim de
payout.
semana,
You
hein?
take
Você tá
8K on a
falando
50K account every day, 90% split. So the total cost is 130 all in.
Ah, não quer isso. Vai ficar de
And it's
palmolescência.
pretty good. I mean, your typical now compared to TBT My Funded Futures is slightly more expensive for slightly smaller payout. But then again, if you love Lucid, it's not really that big. I mean, $30 is kind of a big deal, and 2,000 less on the payout, but it's 90%. So like My Funded Futures took out 9,000 after the split. These guys 8,000. These guys, what is this? 9872.
Big
So
pullback
720
and a
minus
big
8.
push back up
So
to the north side here.
280. So you're taking about 7,200 here.
Ninguém foi comigo
8,000
nessa
here,
aventura? Ninguém foi comigo?
9,000 here. So,
Starting to
Pega
really get
carona
serious.
800
nessa
less and
cauda de
$30 more.
cometa, vera
Not
véia
really
láctea,
going to-
cascatitão.
Not really going to be that big of a difference for you to choose one over the other. Very similar to each other.
1 hour mid is all the way
but
up
like I
there
said,
at
that's goated.
157.
Lucid came in 9.4. Lucid's first account in the 9.0 club. Congratulations, Lucid. You guys now made it. You big boys now. You made men now. Now let's give away some of these things. We got a bunch to do. We got a bunch of Lucid Pro
Very interesting
evals.
to see if it can
What
get to
about the new
157 here.
accounts? Mods.
Kind of holding
like
at 45s in the S&Ps.
Mods. Can we get our perfect? These are pros right now.
Look,
And
Matt,
Lucid Pro is where I got
freezing.
most of my money from when I went live with Lucid. We don't really love everybody. I know.
Starting to find its way back to
Well,
uptown.
yeah, there's some people we
little
just
bit.
tolerate in life. All right, winners, type your name in chat. Winner.
Okay.
Type your name in chat.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. Read a tick. I covered it up. Read a
S&Ps look
tick.
very strong
Say
here.
something in chat. Do you guys like as the market's falling? What did I do? And I longed at exactly the right place to take a little bit of a scalp. And even in market collapsing, I was able to sniff out $6,000. Now one could say, well, Matt, you could have just shorted on the way down. Sure. I could have. I very much could have.
A lot of buyers there at 100 again.
Somebody said, what? Bob to Neon. Brad is a racist.
It's trying to break
I
out of
thought
that
you were joking at
125
first
area of price
because of the
as
other
well.
racist, the actual racist streamer from the weekend. The other guy, not our guy. He expects everyone to know English and penalizes
really
those that
trying
can't
to
answer his
open up
long and
there.
complicated English sentence in his question. Well, that has nothing to do with race. To ask you to answer a question in English. Our captchas, like that's first of all, it's just to make sure you're human.
Place you
It's like
happen
a
to live in
captcha.
Florida, and I will kiss your ass on live
Calm
stream.
yourself down.
How about
with
that? Tongue
a
first,
captcha.
right up in your fucking chocolate starfish.
Captchas
you
aren't
little bitch.
racist.
Come over here and give me your shit again, because I will embarrass your fucking big ass. Fucking clown.
Hey,
Dude,
it's been
you
fun.
are new
It's
money.
been fun, and it's been real.
Tá estranho, tá estranho.
Right?
Os
No.
caras
Don't
tá
even-
se
My bad,
xingando
my
que nem
bad.
doido lá no Twitter.
Coming here,
No Twitter?
holding your dick in
É,
your
no
hand,
Patrick lá na
and
live.
saying
ou
some
no
Mickey
negócio.
Mouse shit and then running away.
Nossa, cara tá se
That's the
xingando.
biggest cowardice
Então.
shit I've ever fucking seen.
Eu pensei que você tava me xingando.
Dude, I'm out
Não,
here
não, não.
every
Ah, ninguém quer saber
fucking
disso, não.
week telling you
Pois é.
exactly
Eu sei,
what
isso
this
eu
market's gonna
acredito.
do. I made so much fucking money, you would shit and fall back in and roll around in that motherfucking shit. You will never see
Eu
money
gosto
like
assim,
that.
papai.
You will
Aquilo dá
never
merda.
see money,
Os caras tá.
fucking money from
And honestly, the reason that ICT was upset was because I said that he doesn't trade with real money and he can't actually make money. So that's why he got really upset and started having a fucking meltdown because I said that he's a joke and doesn't know how to make money. So he got very upset about that. So
Eu acredito.
yeah.
Ah, eu vou realizar. Sem doleta
Poor
no
guy.
dia já. Na manhã.
Realiza, realiza,
Espera um
realiza.
pouquinho, pô. Ó,
Hey,
se bater, se
check-
for
click all
lá
the stoplights in this
se
photo.
voltar lá no ali no 501, você vai querer se matar.
Yeah, watch Monty Python.
No,
If you've
it's
never seen Monty
100%,
Python
Rafa.
Quest for the Holy Grail, or Monty Python and the Holy Grail, it is by far the
Eu sou
epitome
obrigado a
of
segurar, né?
British
Eu vou
comedy
fazer
in
o
the
quê?
70s.
Na altura do campeonato.
It's so funny and quotable.
Mas
Piper
sabe
Jane,
por
were you-
quê? Porque eu não tomei banho ainda.
There were Spanish-speaking
Mas
members
vou deixar você
who
fechar
were
que
not
daí eu
able
vou
to
tomar
answer in
banho.
timer correctly. They were not given the giveaway account. Even
Eu vou
though they
fazer
were
uma
typing
aventura aqui
Spanish
então. Meu stop já
sentences
tá pra
in the
dentro mesmo.
chart.
Só der um pinguinho vermelho, eu vou
Well,
dobrar
let's
minha
just
mão.
be real. You know, first of all, we get botted a lot, and Brad needs
Vamos,
nothing to
as coisas mudam muito.
if he denied an account, if he didn't believe it was a real
E
human
vou
behind it.
fechar pra vou dobrar a mão.
Peguei o mão aqui, mano. 85 doletas já.
That's really what we're
87.
determined. No,
Vamos
we
aqui,
definitely love all types of people here.
Não, cash 90
Just
doletas.
because you can't answer a question in a timely manner. That's just
93.
a
Vamos, gente.
bot
500 pila eu fecho. 95. Segura, pelo amor de Deus. 100 doleta.
And it
Mais
sounds like you speak really
28
good
do
English
Bitcoin,
right now,
130 doleta.
If you know
Um
enough
erro.
to enter to giveaway.
Vamos pra uma manhãzinha de segunda-feira, filho. Tá bom demais.
Olha, ela bateu onde eu falei que ia bater.
Exatamente, meu parceiro.
Não queria dizer que eu avisei, né?
How'd you know? You knew that much.
Falei.
Right at 157. Point of
Profanou?
shorts were getting lambasted.
It's merely a flesh wound.
Nasdaq segue subindo, Bitcoin tá fraco, mas tá subindo. E agora eu dobro minha mão em Zcash. Tome, na careca do russo.
You can see the buyers are fighting for it.
Dobrei a mão em Zcash, hein? Vamos ver, só vira pra cima agora, Zcash, pra me dar mais dinheiro.
Aí, ó, no chat pra você ligar.
Squeeze it again.
Calma aí que agora eu tô no momento tenso. Eu tô no momento tenso.
Big area of price there.
Você e o Hipsy.
Everything about those 150s and 157. That is the 1 hour minute.
Vamos de cash, volta ali em cima que o pai vai estourar, hein? Mão dobrada. Stop pra dentro, só que meu stop agora tá em $25. Eu preciso fazer mais.
Olhada
Getting
agora.
close to opening up here.
Não!
Tá molhado.
Yeah, they're really trying to squeeze through that level.
Passa a mão
A
nela
lot of
aí.
defense, of course, but stops are positioned above that. And I think they're going for that first.
No way, PC Chito, no way.
Tá molhada, cara.
Tá lambendo meu stop.
O que aconteceu?
Mind blowing.
Tá lambendo meu stop. Gospe pra cima, fala da puta.
All right,
Não pega
today's
stop,
winner
não.
is Mindb
Vou ter que descer um pouquinho aqui pra garantir.
Mindb Allowing
Ixi,
Glass.
vamos.
You are the winner today. Is AA
Só aquela
Ron here?
rasgatanga, só aquela
AA
rasgatanga
Ron.
aqui em cima. Vai fechar 492, vai.
Type it in. Type something in chat. I'm gonna ask you a complicated question in English. A train leaves
62.
Chicago going 90 miles an hour, going
Deixa eu ver,
northwest. All
Nasdaq.
right, congratulations.
Tem que subir ainda. Por que você tá peidando, Zcash, seu desgraçado?
Okay, good. How many is
Piece
that
of
right
shit.
now? Rita, Lucky Ace, Mind Blown. Let's do 2 more. We got 8 to give away today. We'll do 4 right now.
Só uma esticadinha pro pai sair. O pai já
Doesn't
ficou com
shuffle
medo.
names.
Eu já quero garantir esse dinheiro.
Balaki.
Olha lá o Limp, olha lá o Limp, olha lá o Limp. Puta que pariu. Quase.
LO2, Alpha Candle.
Quase.
Alpha
Pô,
Candle.
Zcash. Porra,
Save
Zcash.
names keep showing up.
Ah, ainda ficou com um pedaço, tá bom? Nem tinha percebido, é outra entrada só que estopou.
Quase que o Limp ganhou uma conta.
See, Brad.
Tá ótimo, lindo.
Espanhol. Como se diz bot check em espanhol?
Ele tá nem ouvindo seu pai que tá soberano.
Então,
Eu vi ali.
Brad,
A situação tá tensa, a situação tá tensa.
Brad hates everybody equally.
se ele tivesse visto que tinha passado beirando, ele tinha
No matter where you
grudado.
come from.
Passado na
Brad hates
beirolinha.
everybody the same. He's like Ebenezer
Posso parar de
Scrooge
cantar
times
um
100.
minutinho?
Eu não
All right,
consigo,
congratulations
bem
to
eu
the winners.
gostaria.
Read it
Uma
sick.
bruxa da montanha me enfeitiçou. 37 anos
Que
atrás.
porra é essa,
Lucky
Patrícia?
Ace.
O vídeo da Rafa.
Mind blowing glass.
Ele começa assim, ó. Falei.
Alpha. Wait, hold on. Rita,
Amei.
mind blowing, Lucky Ace, and Alpha.
Oh, Deus do
Congratulations,
céu.
you guys know the drill. What you need
Esse
to do is you
filme,
need to go to
esse
the
filme deveria ser
Props Discord.
tombado como
Go to the
patrimônio da
Claim Your Win
humanidade. Esse filme é muito
and
bom.
claim your win there. You must have a Prop Score account on our website. It's a free account to make. Takes 5 minutes to make. We'll do former listed accounts in a little bit. Boy,
Stop no
how'd I do on the
490,
trade
dobrei a
today?
mão no Zcash de novo.
How'd I do? I do pretty good.
Não, Zcash. Pô, tá fazendo o quê pra baixo?
Is he British? I mean,
Não é
is
possível.
That's funny.
Segurou. Maldita. Ah, velho, tá de brincadeira. Aê.
Nossa, tá-
What did
tá
he
louco.
say? RB
Calma,
sandwich in
calma.
espanhol.
Lembra, mas que o stop tá muito na boca do gol. Aquele
Arby's.
stop curtinho, né?
Sandwich. I don't know how to say sandwich in Spanish.
Agora do stop curtinho.
I used to be alright in Spanish in high school. I wasn't
Vai
bad.
pegar o
I
stop.
didn't
Tá
speak
bom,
enough
vamos
to
ver se é
remember any
positivo.
of it.
Tá bom, nada, vamos.
But I know enough that when people
vai
speak
pegar.
to me in Spanish,
Nossa, tô com a mão
I
muito
can
grande
kinda
aqui.
understand
$170
a lot of
no
what
bancado
they're
100x na
saying
Zcash.
to the degree that I can
Meu
not
Deus.
understand, like, you know, the emotional
Mas
impact of what they're
cash.
saying or how they're feeling
Calma
or
que vai
whatever.
virar,
But
calma
I
que
can
vai virar.
understand like pick and choose like some
É, mas
words
já
to
tá indo
get.
pra
I can
cima,
kind of
Bitcoin tá caidante.
get the gist of
Porra,
what someone's
Zé,
saying.
cadê aquela paulada de compra que só você faz?
But that's about as much as I kept in Texas.
Só você faz,
Everyone
só
learns
você
Spanish in
imprime.
Texas. That's the thing. In high school, you're gonna use it a lot. You live in Texas. There's so much Spanish all around you. But if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it,
Aquela,
which sucks.
não
I love
essa,
Spanish.
aquela
Beautiful language.
outra.
Spanish is one of the
O
most
outro
beautiful
lado que
languages on the
esse
planet.
shit.
I love hearing it. It's like Italian. It flows well. It sounds good. And spoken well. It's very poetic.
Isso mesmo.
It's one of the Latin languages of love.
Esse
Make account, you have to do anything else?
mesmo.
Nope, you have to make the account. If you
Agora, com mais
support our
tranquilidade.
stream and support what we do, you can get, use our code SCORE everywhere when you shop. We do get the best deals in props. We have one of the biggest prop affiliates on the planet, one of the largest streams on the planet. And we do a lot of cool stuff, like give you guys big fat giveaways. We do more giveaways here than any other streamer, by the way. Nobody's even close.
Hoje é só no
We're the
ritmo
biggest giveaway
rasgatão,
stream there
né?
ever is, ever will be.
É fluido, é fluido.
You send me a Spanish
Pô, tá uma luta não poder comer pão de manhã, ter que comer farofa. Pensa.
Aí é loucura.
And Indian
Mesma
Spanish.
coisa, não é
Farofa é
errado
pior que
não.
pão?
And we're doing European
Lógico que não, gente.
Você tá doida, Patrícia?
streamer.
Uai,
We're
farinha
doing
de mandioca, pão é farinha branca.
Latin, Spanish, and
Farofa é uma coisa, farinha é
time
outra.
zones.
Na farofa
which
eu
is the
tô
same as me,
fazendo
kind of.
milho, ovo,
And then,
banana.
Ah, bom.
We're gonna do an Indian.
E é a gente
So-
que faz as coisas que a gente não compra pronto. Não,
Compartilha,
seu pai.
compartilha com a
banana.
galera, então.
A
Arabic
gente
Um
tá
toucinho.
indo
we're
no
gonna test
Goiás.
out next.
Aí
The
é
question
top, hein?
becomes, do
Eles não vendem
to
nada
Rocket
pronto aqui
Scooter
não, a
themed
gente se vira.
trading streams.
Mentira, tem umas
Vamos
farofas
ver.
boas
and see
temperadas,
what's
mas eu
going
não
on
compro.
areas
não.
Deus do
and
céu,
that
tô
has an
atrasado
audience
até
for
pra
it.
buscar moleque. Hoje tá
Caralho,
foda.
It
vamos
does
no
well
papo.
Correria,
No
papai.
caso, foi aquela mulher que ficou no telefone.
And
Começou
Latin
nela.
America, mostly Latin America is more important
É,
because we
filha,
have
até agora eu tô
liquidity maps,
fazendo
they may be
café da
tremendous
manhã,
markets.
na hora do
Over
almoço.
there, it's a whole different story because it's gonna be their markets or CFDs.
Toma,
for
filho.
us. So
Mateus-
it's a
Deixa eu ver
different
aqui,
dynamic, but
Mate-
like
tudo bem.
Rocket Spanish language channel
Mateuzinho não perde
Peraí,
uma
meu
também.
dinheirinho, hein?
as a popular, it's
Mãe,
useful. There's
até
a lot of people
agora
that's
tá
worth
fazendo café da
that's worth
manhã.
pursuing. Then we'll do Arabic next. Like, do we want to do
Tipo,
an
mãe,
Arabic
que horas que eu
channel
vou
as well?
comer nessa
Because
casa?
obviously, people around the world, trading is starting to take off everywhere, especially prop trading.
Não, mentira.
The last couple
Ontem que eu
years.
esqueci o liquidificador
And we'd
ligado
love
aqui.
to,
Tava
you know,
fazendo um bolo. Nossa, mas que bolo
we're not a
ficou
bunch of
bonito.
racist
Ai, que
douchebags like
raiva.
other streamers are. We love everything.
Como é que
I'd
você
love to
escreve
have,
se o liquidificador ligado?
a show in every country. I mean,
Liquidificador não,
that'd be
o
great.
áudio ligado e o liquidificador.
Like in the, yeah,
Tava
in the Middle East,
batendo.
right? So during like Euro,
Seu pai, dá um
African hours,
desconto, viu?
right in
Meus
there.
neurônios estão sendo
So that'd be kind of the Euro
corroídos.
time slot, like between Asia and Europe, which is where that
Agora
whole
deixa eu ver o sorteio aqui que quase fui eu.
Euro Africa sort of
Oxi,
time
opa,
is.
cadê
vai so-
And there's a
você?
lot of exchanges.
sofrer
in
duas
that country.
vezes?
Riyadh is an exchange.
Eu não vi meu nome passar, só vi que você falou.
I think there's an
Eu vi.
exchange in Johannesburg, which is with South Africa.
A
So
Patrícia também.
there are trading
Eu
exchanges at
vi
that
você
time
falando só.
that do get a lot of interest, a lot of
Tô
volume. So
assistindo eles.
I'd love to see. I'd
Você
love
só
to,
assiste
I'd
o
love
Rips,
to
né?
see
Esqueci.
how an
Nossa.
Arabic speaking channel would do. It'd be awesome. Like Egypt, yeah, Egypt.
Homem
É,
forte,
é.
Yeah, something like
gostoso.
that. That'd be cool.
Camiseta regata.
But the thing is that like
Nossa,
we'll make you
nojento
famous in
ele,
Egypt. There you go.
arrotando,
Like,
babando,
the only
fumando
reason
na
that we're
boca.
not
Ai, que
jumping right
nojeiro.
into that is because
Ah.
we know we
Ah,
want
não,
to
eu ia
focus
tomar
first on
café,
where
seu
futures are, because all we do is U.S.
Não, mas
futures.
parou, ele não faz
So
mais
we want
isso.
to like branch out where the most probable U.S. futures would be,
Não vi meu
which
nome
is
não, viu?
Latin America, because that's in the same time zone. They're trading our
Não
market.
faz meia hora que tá num
And
trade
then,
ali
and then
que ele tá
Europe,
até
'cause Europe's also
suando.
trading our market. And if those turn out to be a
A
wild hit, then
farofa,
we're going
pega
to
o
expand
negócio.
all in that region.
Aqui, meu filho,
Different
pega o
languages.
trezinho.
Tá
o-
até
a
brilhando o
maneirinha.
bichão.
Ah, foi no
Tenta
terceiro,
só de um
será?
lado, tá?
So we'll have auditions and all
Não,
that
de cá,
stuff. Anyways,
filho.
Great trade
De
today.
cá,
I
filho,
know it's
presta
a
atenção no
quickie.
que você tá fazendo.
When I added, basically I bought 2, added 3 more, closed out right there on that account. I got a better entry on the challenge account though. I got the entry like right here instead of off the bar, so that was pretty decent for a run. Just 5 total. Just like here, I grabbed 2, 4 more, closed out there. I should have held 2 as a
Caralho, foi
runner,
pertinho mesmo, hein?
but I was kind of
1, 2,
joking for
3,
a minute
4
there.
pra cima.
But that is the rule, right? You guys watch me position. I was kind
Primeiro
of
esse
more
momento
just
passar
fine.
ali, já começa a ficar na beirolinha, né? Já começa a ficar na beirolinha.
Já temos um sonho.
Já abrimos sonho.
Abemos um dream.
64.400, hein? Stopzinho no Bitcoin, próxima queda, 64.400. Quem vai?
É long? É long? É long?
Não, mas espera, deixa eu ver a Nasdaq como é que vai se comportar, porque ela tá paradaçaraça. Liquidou todo mundo que estava alongado, achando que hoje era alta porque acabou o conflito. E todo mundo que foi abrindo long no percurso também foi liquidado. E agora ela começa a subir. Vamos ver se vai mesmo.
É pra gente fazer o quê? Eu vou.
Estou mirando long no Bitcoin, stop no 64.400, que é um pouquinho abaixo dessa mínima de agora. Inclusive uma região bem boa. Assim que ele fizer um candle vermelho mais forte. Isso se a Nasdaq continuar em alta, mas a Nasdaq está num doji aqui nos 15 minutos terrível.
Nossa,
Parada.
Felipe, mas foram muitos cis. Achei que era só 1, 2, 3, vamos.
Não, daí não ganha dinheiro assim, né?
Vamos lá.
Não é assim?
Não era assim que a gente fazia?
Não era assim, não era.
E agora há pouco era, né?
Como que vocês mudam a estratégia e ninguém me conta?
Muda no meio do caminho, né? Estratégia, pô, tá de brincadeira.
Eu não recebi esse memorando aí.
I love making
Se perdeu 64.600, eu tô entrando longado, hein, gurizada? Perdeu.
Bigger bear market.
Rápido assim, você esperou?
Aí, não, tá caindo rápido, vou esperar. Aí não entra.
Senão vamos só esperar a resolução da Nasdaq, ver se ela vai virar para baixo ou não. Falta 30 segundos para fechar o candle. Isso, Nasdaq, pontou para baixo mais devagarzinho, 20 segundos.
Muito rápido, ainda não consegui nem abrir a Big X aqui.
O Nasdaq tá tancando. Abriu long no Bitic, hein? Tome. 64.577, meu preço. Stop 64.400.
And so I went with micros around
E
here,
agora
but I
hazard.
long every time because I mean, this is very consistent with the odds. Now, again, it could immediately just fight and die today, which is fine. But on the way down, there was that scalp that was worth $6,000. And it wasn't that hard to do. Jerome, I'm feeling you, bro. The same thing. I hate these sell-offs too. I hate markets like this. I could be making a whole lot more trades, a lot more money, but here I just took something small to inch forward. Which is just the way that it goes. No cat on ES? No, not yet. I don't think I drew it. I think we're close to it though. I swear I drew it. Where did it go? It was actually it was 38. It was like, I think it was like 38 right here. I don't know where I deleted, but this thing I believe was 38. Oops.
4, 3,
okay, right.
2. Negativo.
Lost the cat. How can you lose a cat?
Menos 5.
Meow. Oi.
Menos 3.
Yo, I like that new. I like the new Battlefield map. I played it all weekend. I did that all day. Not all day, but like I did that on Saturday.
Positivo, negativo, meia tapa na orelha.
I did a lot on Sunday.
Quem foi? Quem pegou? Porra. Vocês são muito desanimados. Que isso?
I played only Breakthrough. Breakthrough's like my
favorite game types. Já a gente chega lá.
I'm in the gaming channel.
I'll
yell at you guys. Maybe after my Fun to TV on Mondays. So after my Fun to TV today, we go squat up with some Battlefield. Where my boys at? Simon Fraser, where you guys going to do some Battlefield today?
Patrícia tá dormindo demais, hein, Patrícia?
All the game types. Breakthrough is just so much fun.
Nossa, eu tô... Tá estranho.
The water map's really cool, right?
Parece que você fez fisioterapia.
I like it a lot. Yeah, we have a gaming section in Discord.
Vamos,
And,
vamos, 13 dólares.
do Conquest game results.
Vamos rever,
Look at
vamos
you guys.
rever.
Hold on, let me go there really quick.
Vamos rever isso aí.
I should have jumped in the Discord with you guys and.
Vamos.
Hold on.
Vou começar a acordar às 6 horas da manhã, fazer academia.
Oh wait, here we go. Hold on.
Isso.
Já é meio caminho
Aí,
andado.
7 horas já
What
tô
do you
aqui
got
pronta pro trade.
Cam trades, I love it.
20
15 and
dólares, quem foi
6. There
comigo?
you go. There.
Você tá
Ainda
sozinho
não,
nessa,
ainda
papai?
não.
Eu sei que eu tô sozinho, mas eu gosto é de causar.
Negócio da Discord.
Eu tô aqui pra ver o louco. Eu quero ver o louco!
107?
What?
Wait, what, Matt? What?
Eu vou
game
fechar
type
porque a
is this?
Nasdaq tá meio
Oh,
estranha, viu?
okay, Conquest. I'm about to ask.
Ela tá não vai, não
What did
vai.
you do?
Começou a fazer 3
Engineer? Were you tanking it?
vermelhinho.
You drive around a
Tendência de
tank?
baixa no
What were you
dia.
doing? Cutie.
27
Mas
doletas no
agora é a
Bitcoin.
subidinha do almoço, Lipe.
You tanking it?
Será, Patrícia? Mas
Chopper?
não tá, ó, não
Hey,
tá
there you
fazendo
go.
subidinha.
There you
Eu
go.
vou garantir aqui,
Chopper
vai me
it up.
dar,
There you
tirando
go.
as taxas, 24
Hell
doletas
yeah. So
fechado.
wait, you guys,
Toma, tá bom, não dá pra reclamar não.
Jobert was
25 vezes
flying
5
you
dá
around
quantas?
and you were just gunning people
22
down.
vezes
That's
5
it.
dá 7 e poucos
Love
reais
it.
já.
Love it.
Já paga a tosa dos
Get
dólares.
in the chopper. Y'all are both y'all both running engineer
Tô
class, so y'all can land the
130
plane
dólares por
or
essa
land the
manhã.
chopper. One of y'all repair. I know that setup. The dual
Deixa eu
engineer
desenvolver,
chopper.
deixa eu desenvolver.
And then one of you guys, both of y'all are spamming the respawn, spamming spacebar over the chopper so y'all can get it off the spawn when it blows up.
O Nasdaq não tá querente, não tá
Oh, yeah.
querente.
I've been running that scam for years.
Vou abrir trade no
with my
Nasdaq, que
friends.
tem 90 pra fazer ainda hoje.
Get 4 people, and all 4 of us are like, spacebar, let's get that chopper when it spawns up.
Eita, Bitcoin
But you
rasgou.
have to like aim to repair now in the chopper.
Não devia ter
I'm just
fechado.
holding there 160s.
That kind of sucks. Can I tell you guys a secret though? I can't fly the helicopter to save my life. I've never been able to be a good pilot in Battlefield. I'm so bad at it.
30
Like the
segundos pra fechar o
airplanes,
15 da Nasdaq, ó.
I try to get the achievements, which is like get 3 kills in the fighter jet. You know, it took me like 2 weeks to do that. I'm so bad at it. I can't fly the planes and the jet. I
Ainda bem
can't
que
do
fechei,
it.
ó.
I don't know
Ele pra baixo.
why. Can I hire for prop score? Not at this moment, but we always have like we have huge growth at prop score. So we always have growth in mind, and as we do, we'll put out some announcements.
mais, hein, Nasdaq?
That's amazing.
Cabe.
What's the next gaming night?
Cabe que eu tô ligado
I
nisso
think
agora.
after the
To see
stream,
this,
let's
actually.
game. I'll hop on some Battlefield. I don't think you can only do though
Fechou.
4-man squads though. And that's the one thing that DICE never understood. With a game that's like what 32 people per side or whatever, why can't you big team battle this with your friends like you can on Halo? You know what I'm saying? Why can't you load in with like 16 friends? I mean, you could do a private custom match, I guess.
Muito fraco,
But why
muito
you can't
fraco.
play matchmaking with like, you know, like a whole crew of your bros?
So rejecting the 1 hour mid.
Because it's
back to
squad
hundreds
based.
here.
That's why. But God,
Lot
they
of
missed the mark
offside
of
defense
they
coming
should
in.
have created like a non-squad based big team battle.
Especially on these pops.
You know,
Was expecting to see a much larger move back up towards 200 and a hold at 200.
8-player max or
Trump
12
is
player
speaking
max.
right now.
Like
So
all
talking
talking
about
in
good
on
news,
one
basically.
team.
So
If we go all play any
surprising
kind
to
of
see the way that
matchmaking,
this is
we'll
reacting
be
here,
on different
truthfully.
games because we'll be in different squads. But we could always make a private
Definitely
match, which would be
expected that
fun.
to
If we
hold
have,
up at 200
if we
for
win a
sure.
game today and we find out there's like 20 of us, we can do private match or something.
Você que tá mais
Yeah,
acelerado
like 8-player
hoje,
big
Lipe.
match. Yeah, like
Calma,
8v8, that'd be perfect.
respira.
So by the way, iDoc and I bought Campaign Evolved, the new Halo 1 remake. And we were playing that last night. So we bought it on PlayStation so we could sit on the couch and play split screen. It's like, yeah, let's start. I was like, wait, don't
Nasdaq
touch
vai
the
lá pra
control.
baixo, vai dar mais uma chance pra gente
Just
entrar
let the
nas
music play.
points.
Oh, do, 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 do. And I was like,
O Rips tá passando mal, tio.
I was like, did you actually
Tá
like, I
vendo,
played all the
live?
Halos too, is what she
Nossa,
said.
ele tá passando
Just sat there
mal.
listening to it loaded up. It's kind of cool.
Ele tá
I
segurando o
don't
trade, velho. Nunca
Ah,
segura.
sei lá,
like
não
one thing
dá pra
about it.
saber o
And
que
for
Zé
whatever
Ruela
it
tá
is,
fazendo.
maybe it's because I hate PlayStation or whatever. It's not optimized. It's not high frame
Só
rate.
sei que
Então
tá.
que ele nem
I
vai
wish
dar
they would have
mesa
made
hoje,
Halo
então,
1
que ele tá grelado.
Ai, não dá
running
não.
like 60 frames a second. I still feel like it's playing on 30 frames a second. Yeah, and Halo on
Tá
PlayStation, right?
vermelho,
So I
ó.
have an Xbox.
Não, ele tá brilhando.
But whatever it is, man, these consoles are not. I'm so spoiled when it
Olha
comes
pra
to
você ver,
gaming.
olha o pescoço dele, olha o
Going back and
pescoço
playing
dele.
like freaking 30 frames a second Halo
Faz
1.
doseamento
It's
artificial
kind
isso,
of brutal.
cara.
It does feel like it's
Yeah.
2001 all over
I don't think
again,
it's
but,
gonna hold. So,
man,
all right.
I
Well,
wish
I'll
they
see
would
you
have
guys
optimized
tomorrow.
that
Olha lá,
for like
fechou a live.
2K,
I'll catch
Fechou
you
a live.
guys tomorrow. Take care.
4K.
See ya. Bye.
4K 60 or
Não deu nem muito tchau
2K
animado.
120. You know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow we continue.
Ele é muito cuzão, velho.
But it's good. It's fun. It's definitely fun playing the old Halo, and it
Muito
plays just like the old
chique,
Halo.
viu?
But they added a few new things, like you can dash in Halo. You can dash now in the new remake,
Só a
which is
Patrícia
cool.
mesmo pra gostar dele.
We were like, hey, we can run just like
Eu
Halo
gosto
4.
dele também.
You can also play. They
Eu
also
gosto dele
put
porque o
all the
Lipe
later
gosta
guns into
dele.
the games, like the SMG, because the first Halo 1 had only the AR, but they added the SMG from Halo
Eu não
2,
gosto dele
and the
não, o dia que
SMG,
ele
and there they
falou
added
que ia
the battle
jogar
rifle
praga
in
em
there,
todo
and the
mundo.
sword, the energy sword you can
Todo
play
mundo
with
não, no povo
in Halo
que-
1, which is
Ele
kind of
não
cool
gostava
because you
lá
couldn't
de
play the
ficar
energy
pedindo
sword until
trem.
Halo 2 as well.
E que ele ia dar e
It is
depois
60
fazer o
frames
cara
on Xbox.
sumir.
I think
Ah,
it
eu não
might be
gostei mais
60 on
dele.
PlayStation 2, but God, it feels so.
Ele é
It feels so.
a coisa
Joe
mais
junkie.
de boas que ele
DD Band
fala.
again. I'm not going to take the trade a
E
second
aí
time.
eu
I
nunca
think
mais
that the way
assisti
it's
ele
playing
depois
out with
disso.
Cat Active on
Teve um dia
S&P,
que eu mandei,
probably dead
que eu entrei,
today.
né, no chat,
anybody
fiquei
that
só
does
o
want
tempo
to
que eu mandei a
trade
mensagem
could
e
take the
saí.
trade a second
Não
time.
gostei mesmo.
I think I'm cool with
O dia que
letting
ele
this
falou
market
que não
die,
gosta
though.
de ruivo, aquele dia eu fiquei puto.
Can't wait to play
Daí
some
mexeu
Halo,
com os
dude. Yeah,
amigos,
play
né?
it. It's good.
Ah,
The nostalgia's there, but I think they kind of
They're
feel
normal.
bad because
é normal.
it's good. It feels like the original one,
Tô
but it
acostumado
also
com esse-
feels
com
like
essa
the original
rejeição.
one, which is like really bad level design,
Sabe
repetitive
que é raridade,
things.
né, pai?
And it's just like going back and playing like Doom
É
1
raro,
or
mas
Doom 2,
acontece.
where you're like, man, the nostalgia was so good. You go back and play it, you're like, man, it's such a bad
Isso é raro no Word.
game. Like the levels in Halo 1,
Eu
atrociously
tenho dois
bad. Some of
sobrinhos
them were.
ruivos.
Like
São
the opening
lindos.
level is a repeat,
Ah,
corridor,
deles,
corridor,
eles
corridor, corridor
dois.
for like 10 whole
Não, e
minutes.
detalhe, o filho da mesma mãe do
And they
meu
didn't change a
pai
single thing, so it goes back to like that
e
same
o
feel. Like you
primeiro
literally
é
go back in time and
moreninho,
feel
os
it. So
outros dois
nostalgia
ruivos.
is on point, 10 out of 10.
Mas
They
tem
didn't make it too
qualquer-
hard.
Moreninho
It
assim,
still
moreno.
feels like a
Alguém quer branquear lá?
repetitive, clunky game
Pois é,
like it
minha
used to
mãe
be.
disse que tinha uma tia que
So
era
it's
meio
good.
assim, mas
The
eu não
aiming's
sei
still
não.
weird,
Dos
like
pais,
original
não?
Halo 1. You got to get used to
Não.
it, and it's cool. They didn't change the mechanics of the
Essas
game.
crianças é do
They
leiteiro,
just
essas
skinned it, I
crianças não é
feel like,
possível.
which is kind
Leiteiro
of
é
cool.
ruivo.
Não, a gente ficou na dúvida
You
também,
best
porque
of the
assim,
dual
o primeiro...
needlers.
Tadinha da minha
Yeah,
irmã,
yeah.
que horror.
So you
Porque
can't.
o
They didn't
primeiro
add dual
nasceu
wielding
como a
though to
gente,
campaign
né?
evolved. They just
Normal como a
added a
gente.
few extra guns.
Aí os
But it'd
outros
be cool
dois
if they put
nasceram
dual wielding
ruivos.
there because you know, running around picking up needlers on the ground, you kind of wish you had a second one. You
Aí
know?
ela separou, juntou de
Hang 'em
novo,
High
aí
was a
teve
horrible map.
outro normal.
No way, dude. Hang 'em was like the best one for
Normal
pistols.
aí,
Hang 'em was so
seu pai.
good.
Ah,
Chamando
You know
de
the
aberração
trick where you throw the
pelo...
sticky nade and land on
pelos
the
Chamando de
rockets and
vida.
blast the rockets to you
Jesus.
to catch them
você viu?
from the top. Did you know that trick?
Tô
Hang
só
'em High
ouvindo.
pistols,
Tô,
that was like
tô quietinho.
MLG favorite, man. Loved it. Can I explain the DD band?
Depois
Yeah,
você fala que vai
so
dar uma mesa
what
pra
happens
ela, ela acha
in
que vai ser
this
sua amiga.
kind of like
É.
the way that futures
Opa, eu
are
ouvi
is that
mesa?
futures are anchored around the
Opa, que
margin
eu nunca vi
requirement
essa
of that
proposta, onde
contract.
foi
The
isso?
margin requirement
Onde
is
que tem isso
based
aí?
on where positions are
Patrícia,
distributed
e
throughout that
ontem
market. And so
tava no trade lindo
looks
com
like there's that
200 de
second
profit.
I know every single time you guys
Entrei
are
no
rapping on
long.
me for not doing it. You were just given another 80 points off of DD band.
Entrei no long
I'll
com
take
2
that.
contratos. Começou a dar uma
Do I play
caidinha
Valorant? I've never played it.
e coloquei o stop
So
de
anyways,
$100.
DD-Band is
Começou a dar uma
a
caidinha, dobrei a mão,
risk
porque eu tinha
interval, which is
200 de
based on the margin
profit, falei,
requirement, and
200 eu tô
100%
no
of
zero,
the time,
né?
when you get
Aí
to
dobrei a
this
mão,
band, you will see
stop no
volume
200.
come out of nowhere
Ele me buscou o
related
stop
to
por 4 pontos.
market
4.
maker
E aí
stuff.
estourou pra
And
cima,
there's
não
a whole
parou de
lot
subir.
to
Eu
it.
ia
I'm not
fechar
going to go through the
naquela lá, mas eu
explanation.
fiquei puto,
But
tentava
dealers,
jogo, Gustavo.
dealers,
E puto puto, falei, não é possível, isso aqui me tirou do jogo por causa disso aqui, 4 pontinhos. Falei, não, lambeu, assim, só tirou. Aí voltei pra $20 negativo. Aí esperei, a hora da entrada certa, entrei, ele ficou sambando, se você olhar, ele ficou sambando na VWAP pra cima, pra baixo, pra cima, pra baixo, pra cima, pra baixo, um tempão de lado, um tempão. Eu ficava positivo 70, 100, 150, ficava negativo 60, 70. Positivo 100, 150, negativo 60. Aí uma hora ele estourou pra cima, no que ele estourou, eu já só com 2 contratos. No que ele estourou pra cima, eu coloquei o stop pra dentro e fui aumentando a mão, acho que cheguei em 10 contratos. Aí já fiz os primeiros 200 e pouco. Depois ele continuou subindo, aumentei a mão para 6, 7 contratos também, e aí foi lindo.
Nossa, Deus do céu, tipo, vou pro tudo ou nada e pronto, acabou.
Não, stop pra dentro, stop pra dentro. Se for pra rasgar, porque ele começou a subir, né? Eu falei, beleza, se
6,
for pra
7
rasgar, eu
contratos.
vou rasgar agora.
Viu?
Uhum, tô vendo, filho.
Tá brinquedo, não é?
Sei não. Massa, Lipe, isso aí. Ainda bem que você tem coragem.
488. Quase cash dando long aqui, 488. Stop no 488.
Os 2 gols valem pra um, mas não vale pra
Foi
outro.
subindo aqui no Dark subindo. Se dá uma peidadinha, vai
Rapaziada,
entrando,
eu
hein?
tô aqui vendo os comentários. Provavelmente farei uma live na segunda-feira no YouTube. Quem não me segue no YouTube, quem não se inscreveu no canal, dá uma corridinha lá, se inscreva no canal. Porque além dos podcasts, né, vão ter várias lives, enfim. Então vamos ao que interessa. Falando dos jogos de ontem, principalmente do jogo do Santos, porque é justamente por isso que eu quero falar, eu tenho visto muitas críticas e algumas pessoas falaram, mas fez gol contra a Chapecoense, o Neymar.
Aquilo como o Nasdaq controla todo o mercado.
Mas muitas dessas pessoas que estão
relacionado.
criticando e falando que o Neymar fez gol contra a Chapecoense no conta, pediram o Pedro na seleção depois de fazer 2 gols contra a Chapecoense. Qual que vale? Eu queria saber, entender de verdade. Uma pergunta sincera. Ah, Felipe, mas ele tá falando de comportamento. Mas se você vai falar de comportamento, cada um pensa de uma maneira, sem problema algum. Você pode falar, mas ele tomou cartão amarelo.
Agora.
Mas eu não estou falando de comportamento de ninguém, eu estou falando dos 2 gols. Foi decisivo, foi lá, fez 2 gols. Primeiro gol, inclusive, um belo gol.
Agora?
Também
Nasdaq virou pra baixo. Não, Nasdaq virou pra baixo.
Diferença. Os 2 gols valem pra um, mas não vale pra outro, sendo que o jogo do mesmo contra a mesma equipe.
Ah, você tá olhando esse cast, eu não consigo nem pensar em opinar.
Você não consegue. Você vai comigo. Tá vamos. Fecha o olho e. Brau. O stop tá muito curto aqui. Dá até pra pôr 487 esse stop, se quiser. 87 ali, ó, na entrada de antes. Ver se Nasdaq 7 tá indo. Deixa o pavio pra baixo, deixa o pavio pra cima. Feio o movimento, hein? Feio o movimento, hein? Vai segurar, será? Entrei. Ai, que bandido, velho. Ai, que bandido, já me roubou aqui, filha da puta. Eu entrei lá embaixo e cuspiu lá em cima o spread. 488 e pouco. Vamos, Iker. Positivei. Negativei. Positivei, negativei.
Da Big X é que não dá para eu ficar fazendo muito scalp. Tem que pegar um valor bom, porque a taxa é muito alta.
Oi. Volta pra Maxi.
Né? Vou ter que voltar para Maxi. Totalmente.
Mas por isso que eu faço scalp com grana, stop curto e dinheiro, porque as taxas são altas, senão não compensa. Você fica só dando taxa pra corretora. Isso, dá que segue pra baixo, porque essa vez eu vou errar, hein?
Deu.
Tá bom, eu tenho margem. Já acertei bastante. Stop tá com 30 e ó, pra gente ver. $32 negativo no stop, lá no fundo do dia. Porém, quem acredita sempre alcança. Vamos, 5 doleta. 7, 8. Vira, Nasdaq, vira pra cima só pra puxar tudo um pouquinho. 11. 13. 13 não,
Você
número da
entra
azar.
com quanto? Quanto fez, né?
$96 sem chance. Stop me tira $30.
Deixa eu simular aqui $50. Quanto que daria?
Tem que entrar já com stop, viu? Ixi, Maria, verdade, seguiu? Não, segurou. Eu believe em vocês, Cashers. Eu believe. Eu vou deixar mais 10% dobrar a mão.
Eu só não vou entrar para não atrapalhar seu trade.
Nada, a gente vem. Pelo visto, vai ser a hora da stop loss.
Ó,
Na verdade, você segurou.
Eita! Se for para 4. Gente, que horror. Se ela cair para 486, eu perco $13. Eu, hein?
Pois é. Então, reza pra sua aí.
$7.800. Reais.
Mas daqui vira pra cima, vai, Bitcoin, vira junto. Zcash, você também, não pensa que eu não tô olhando. É isso.
Nossa, muita coisa, tá? Não.
Isso, Bitcoin,
Tá muito
vamos.
caro esse stop, muito caro.
Quantos dólares?
14?
13. Mas se ele for pra 495?
Eu fiz aqui também da... Esqueci. 30.
Pois
36.
é 2 para 1. A Nasdaq tá peidante, viu? Não sei se ela vai dar conta, não. Se eu positivar aqui no Zcash, eu vou pular fora. Pelo visto, não irei. A Nasdaq tá bem chatinha, bem chatinha.
Filha, eu vou comer essa
Dia de
banana.
vendas, né? Dia de vendas, dia de vendas.
Pode mudar.
$32 negativo, mais as taxas vai dar uns $40 negativo se ele estopar. O foda de ser estopado no negativo é que você se fode de todos os lados. Você paga as taxas, você paga o fumo, taxa de entrada, taxa de saída, desgraceira, né? Isso, falando nas barracas, não, Zcash. Receba!
Funcionando aí. Foi. Ué.
Positivo é só $15 pro país sair, vai? Que só de taxa vai 5.
Gente, fala sério. Olha o vídeo que eu recebi. Minha irmã mandou.
Daí,
Ah, não.
pouquinho.
Cada uma. Como que eu mando isso aqui? Ixi, eu não sei mandar um vídeo do Instagram aqui, não.
Eu sou meio
Yeah, bookmark this answer
perdido
for
no
later. It's
Instagram.
definitely a problem I had. Oh yeah, no problem, dude. No,
Essa eu não
glad to
posso
answer that.
ajudar.
Like I said,
Inclusive,
the time I trade
pediria
options, the
ajuda.
only time I trade
Contrário.
options is cheating two ways. I will touch the options market under two circumstances, and they're two
Não,
really
olha
good
esse
circumstances.
vídeo,
Number
gente.
one,
Lipe,
I'm about to make some big
secundado,
options
Lipe. Aí
trades
na
when this
região
market
também é
bottoms
igual.
out.
Tá gostoso aí?
Oops, hold on.
25,
Let me show you when I
gostosinho.
trade options. I use options to swing, so I don't have to be so accurate on the day. The idea when markets are crashing and I want to catch the bottom, I'm not doing with
Eu tô
futures.
cuidando das Zcash aqui.
Like COVID
Ô,
crash
Zcash,
or
fica 10 positivo. Só pro país sair,
tariff
qual
crash
foi?
here.
Ficar nesse palmolecense aí.
I'm not trading with futures here. When I want to catch a bottom, it's never, and I got the
Agora
bottom
já sai
there.
no jogo.
It's not futures because futures are horribly volatile. This on a daily chart, it looks like, oh, it reversed there. But let me tell you, in hindsight, it's always like, oh, maybe I should have long there. Trust me when I say what this market looked like was, this is NASDAQ. And at an $18,000 level, there's 2,000 points of NASDAQ. Even 2,000 points today would be ridiculous. 2,000 points at 18, right, is 11% moves up or down. And this day was like up, down, up, down. It's violent, 10, 11% per day. That's the equivalent of a $30,000 NASDAQ moving up and down 3,000 points every 30 minutes or hour. Violent and crazy. Your futures, you're going to blow up every 5 minutes trying to trade here. So what I do is here, and I go, you know what? I think we're near the bottom. I think we're going to bottom out sometime this month. Remember, I think X is going to happen, or I think we're going to bottom out by X, by some amount of time. They're going to bottom out this month. I think this is it. Let me buy some options for 6 weeks out. All I got to do is pick a strike that we pass through, and then I'm golden. And so when the market's here, I'll buy. And when the market's violently chopping and you have a long-term option, it's not losing 100% of its value every 30 minutes. It might be up or down 5, 10, 20% during this volatility because time is baked into it. Remember, an option is a bucket with a hole in it. Okay. And when you fill that bucket with a liquid, that's the value of the option. So filling the bucket with liquid is called delta. Okay. When you have a valve that opens up, that's a valve, to make more water flow out, that's called gamma. The hole is called theta. As time goes on, the hole gets bigger. You're going to need, well, I guess the water. The speed at which you're opening the valve is gamma. The amount coming through is delta. The speed at which when you're turning the valve, you're adding gamma. When the water's flowing is delta. And the size of the hole with buckets leaking out is theta. So at the start of the trade, you got a very tiny hole in the bucket. So you're not losing much by being wrong. You've got plenty of room for, the water to leak out, which is the delta. But there's not a lot. It's just a little bit. And as time goes by, that hole gets bigger and you start to lose, the decay happens faster. So you aim really far in time, and aim like somewhere in here to get my trade. And I could pick about where I think it's going to be. Usually 4 to 6 weeks on a reversal at a bottom. I'll play call options to speculate a reversal. If I touch this with futures, I'm going to blow up every prop account I have every 5 minutes. It's too violent to trade futures. The other time I jump in to doing anything is to hedge markets that look like they're topping out. Like today, an example is if we had greater bear market, I would be buying puts on every pop against the bear market resistance on monthly maps while still longing the market. An example, and again, I only do this to hedge. I never try to short a market speculatively. It's just a hedge. And I showed you a couple times last year when I did this. Hold on, which was last year? Here. I did it here and this week. So you know me, I long and I long and I long and I long and I long. But there are times when the market throws a scare, like a bull market thrusts lower because of some news or some kind of event. We fall, and then we bounce. On that very next green day, this day right here, if there's a resistance on a monthly map that's bearish, here, I 100% will buy puts every single time only on this day. And then every subsequent day, I will still long the market in futures. If the market just happens to die on whatever news that was, then I've got puts to pay out 10 to 1 if I'm right. It's insurance. If I continue to long the market and the puts expire worthless, well, then I just cut into my gains in the longs. I use puts to hedge when a bull market becomes unstable only at certain times. I remember I did it there once and I did it there again. And both times the puts expired worthless, but both times I made a fortune still longing the market. On the downside, I just buy YOLO calls to speculate. No hedging. I'm not shorting. I don't short when markets are crashing. I mostly sit out and I try to catch a bottom. And these options here, I put 50K in by buying here at this dip, and I waited another week and I put 25 and 25 more and had 50K worth of options and I sold them there and made 50K. However, I would, if I held them longer because they expired here, they struck right there. That 50K, had I held an extra 2 weeks, would have been $1.6 million on that reversal. But nobody would have known that Trump would have worked out a trade deal or whatever here. That would have been YOLO gambling that we would have run up another 1,500 points there. But I did. Yeah, everybody here on the stream was here for that. I did make 50K. But the joke is I'm kind of salty because I left $1.5 million on the table with the same trade. Had I held an extra 2 weeks, it would have been a different story. Anyways, so I will YOLO long with a big bet, 50, 100K like that, and try to 10-20x at a base of a reversal. Every single tariff crash, COVID crash. If this turns into the tech crash of 2020, baby, I'm gonna be putting maybe 200, 300,000 this time. Something big. But the hedging, right? The problem with the hedging trick is you can't do it too much or else you're not gonna make any money trading. The idea is if I were to do that all the time, then I'm basically giving up most of my gains buying puts. But if I isolate just when I do my insurance off of a few events like the market, I'm bull, 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 naked bull, naked bull. Okay, now let's hedge a little bit. Let's hedge a little bit. Nope. Okay, it's going. All I did was cut a little bit into my gains, But I did protect the idea that if the market fell out, I would have paid out 10, 20 to 1, right? But I still long. The trick with the puts is I still long. I have something underneath me that I can long the market, and every time I take longs and market crashes, then I've offset my losses from futures with a little bit of gain in the options. And so as you guys see, this market's been falling. You haven't seen me being short a lot. Let's pretend that I didn't. This is the one time I haven't done the options hedge. And in hindsight, I really wish I should have right here when I had the suspicion to, but I just didn't do it at the time. But you see as the market's falling, I'm still taking longs on the way down. Dangerous longs, but I usually have puts underneath me to protect. And people say, Matt, why are you long when the markets are selling off? A lot of times I've got puts underneath me so I can keep longing. Keep longing. What ticker do I use to buy puts? NASDAQ or SPX puts. INDX or SPX puts. By the way, index options that are run by the CBOE are taxed on the 60/40 rule too, which I didn't say earlier. By the way, day traders, index options or CBOE options are actually taxed like futures. They have the same tax break. So not SPY, not QQQ, not those, not equity options, but index options. You'll have the same tax break. So the only downside is they're more difficult. So that's the pro con options. Monthly maps look atrocious, dude. Full on bear market. Funky. All right, y'all. We'll do some Battlefield Squad today. Let me put out a note, everyone. All right, here, everyone. After stream.
I don't wanna know why you're so obsessed with me.
All right, go post in chat if you guys want to play some Battlefield after stream, baby. Let's do it.
Tá doidona, Patrícia?
Ah, yeah.
Ah, achei que o áudio tava aberto de novo. O que foi? Aconteceu?
Você mandando as coisas
Eu
no
tava
chat aí.
gritando aqui. Eu tava gritando aqui, aí você pegou e falou, tá doidona? Eu, ai meu Deus, deixei o áudio aberto. Eu deixei o áudio de novo aberto, né?
This monthly hedge pressure on EST trade, it is. It absolutely is, yes. With Confluence, EST trade. However, with the catalyst active and without the Confluence, it's 2 strikes. We have 2 strikes, kind of like 1 strike you're out roll, but 2 strikes are certainly out roll. I personally am not taking the long here because A, cat is active. So I can just take, usually we sit out when cat is active, but number 2, cat active, and MHP res is negative. So I've got 2 strikes against me. Number 1 is insane because of cat. Number 2 is I've lost Confluence. So there's no strong evidence to take the trade. It's safer to sit out. Even though it looks like it's trying to bounce, it is much safer to sit out on this one. Yes, sir. DD band is a pivot that 92% of the time we close above this line at 88% volume pivot. When you touch it, there's volume that comes out of the woodwork. It's a CME thing. It's a market maker thing. It's all based on CME group stuff. It's Globex stuff. When CME offers single stock futures, is it known? Those will also qualify for safer tax rate. They should, yes. 100%. So now you can trade stocks with the tax breaks, baby.
Já fiz, já.
Speaking of that, type in Lucid in chat because we're gonna do some more of these Lucid account giveaways today. Oh man, we gotta break these giveaways. I've been doing too much time talking.
Sorteio lá.
My bad, team. My absolute bad.
Eu não acredito nesse sorteio do match, não. Só acredito quando você ganha. Pois é. Não, eu não vejo nem meu nome lá. É xoxo.
Uai, o do Lipe nós viu hoje. Ah lá, de novo, ó. O Lipizão tá lá, ó. Firme e forte.
Tá beirando o lip, mas não acerta.
Tá só na beiradinha.
E aí, dona Márcia? Como é que a senhora tá?
Ixi, moiou. Como aí o rolê?
What do you think? The slower DD band's gonna hold, guys? What do y'all think? What do we think? I mean, what a brutal day. This is completely engulfed yesterday's Friday's candle. Went above it, went below it. Unless we win the war today or Trump reverses the tariffs, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, tonight we rally. If I turn on the 2.0 bands for NQ and Varus, would you look at that? Wait, turn on the 2.0 bands? Oh, yeah, I know. I'm assuming that. I see what you're saying. I can see it without turning the band on. I can see this bounce right there. Type in Lucid, boys and girls.
Tá pensando na vida, olhando pro além.
Eu nem consigo te ouvir, seu pai. Você olha.
Na live? Na live, você tá falando?
Whoa, oh, oh. Scott HB. We've got some Lucid. Lucid's got a brand new account added today, Lucid Daily. It's daily payout account if you love Lucid. Fantastic. Exactly the same setup as MyFund and Futures Rapid and TPT Pro. Lucid has the exact same account. Goated accounts, so I'm glad they made one. Best way to describe it, it's a clone of the other two. Absolutely no difference. Oh, I mean, small differences like payout and price. But other than that, they're great. It's goated account. It's a priority daily. No, Pro is a 3-day payout. 40% consistency on Pro. Pro's 1-day pass, 3-day payout, 3-day payout, 3-day payout. Daily is 2-day pass, 1-day payout, 1-day payout, 1-day payout. It's raining money at my cloud. I love the punk, dude. Absolute bad. And he just sings just like a punk with like punk lyrics. Talking about pee pee and poop. Scott, congratulations. It's raining. It's raining money. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. All right, that's it for Too Lucid. We got a couple more to do. I got 45 minutes. We'll keep going. How does Next Gen take payout? I'm not really sure. I've never traded with them. It's one of the firms I haven't touched yet. I heard it's taken a little bit of a delay because they got overloaded because tens of thousands of new customers overnight because of us. Playing Halo again? Look at this addict in chat. Look at her. We went through... We didn't go legendary. We thought about going legendary, but then we don't want to have a stressful time. We're just playing on heroic. IDOC and I we only had one PlayStation controller, so we actually went up to Walmart last night to grab a second PS5 controller. We got through the first 3 missions, first 3 levels of campaign. Why you work ever playing Halo all day and night? What a loser. Wait, are you playing Halo right now without me? Is that what you're doing? Are you playing Halo without me? Well, I'll tell you. Me and the boys are playing a little bit of Battlefield for like an hour or so. Would you like to play Battlefield with us? Does Pickle have a look of... Even Pickle has a look of concern. Whoosh fan on the screen. Even Pickle... It's so funny that I know the lyrics. Market, please don't die today. But Battlefield doesn't have sticky bombs. Does it? No, it doesn't. Not this one. Battlefield 2042 did. Which was a kind of such a shitty game. I think he had sticky nades for that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Dead market today. No trades, man, for this one. I think it's cool just chilling. This engulfing candle is pretty damn scary. This is starting to feel like the tariff thing in last March. What happened to hardcore in Battlefield? Did they... What? They don't have hardcore anymore? Maybe they got rid of it when Season 4 came out just to make it like... they kind of rotate stuff left and right. You went 99-5. Yeah, Hootie last night. He posted in chat 99-5 on the new water map of the transport chopper in Conquest. Yeah, you're flying over water, man.
God.
It's like one of the best things about water map. It's harder to take down a chopper. Single shot kills are the best. Oh yeah, dude, it's like Team SWAT and Halo. I hope Campaign Evolved comes out with match or multiplayer evolved. I'd love to see a resurgence of people playing Halo. I mean, they closed down. Remember, they closed down all the Halo servers. You can't play Xbox Live Halo anymore, or Halo 1, 2, and 3, and all that. It's all done. You can't do it. So that'd be great. You have to play like the Master Chief Collection and all that. But it'd be cool if this sparked a millennial resurgence of Halo being the next popular game everybody plays for a year or two. Like Halo 1 comes back and we're just playing like MLG pistols. That'd be great. That'd be dope. All right, Lucid giveaway over, guys. We got a couple more to do in a little bit. Man, I'm hungry. I've had no food today. Hi, Doc. Yo, girl. You hungry? Yo, baby, you hungry? You hungry, girl? What's up? What's up? Heather Reach SWAT was good, yeah? You hungry? Oh, we got all those leftovers. Never mind, I got leftovers downstairs. 780, I'm first day on your first day of 50K. You're good with that, Chris? Way to go, man. What's the best request, payout, Gusto or Rise for Blue Sky? They're the same. I've always used Rise because all of my prop accounts tie into my Rise account. So... it's just a standard that I can go to Rise. It's like Rise is like a second bank account I have. I have like every prop I ever trade with, I've just chosen Rise. That way it's all in one place. There's no reason to choose one or the other. Rise is more Nick A. Rise is more universal, but there's nothing wrong with Gusto. Some of my prop firms pay in only Gusto, and I use that too. Is there daily Lucid? Yes, there is. Lucid has a TPT Pro style account called the Daily. It ranks like a 9.4 on prop score. Hiya. TVT caps at 10K daily. I have similar rules of Lucid daily. I believe I haven't investigated it fully, but my understanding of Lucid, and I say this with love because I love Lucid. Lucid is known to verbatim create elements exactly the same plan as somebody that they're competing with, without changing much. So I think somebody here can answer the question. If Lucid did make that plan, I'm gonna lean on the idea that I'm pretty sure it's the daily cap on that max payout you can do per day. It's a daily payout, so whatever, it's like 8,000 bucks at 90%, so that's probably the daily cap. Daily, intraday, or end of the day? Intraday is always harder and slightly cheaper, so the only reason to choose that is if you're on a budget. Intraday, though, I honestly, with the choice of end of the day, I'd rather pay the extra 10 or 20 bucks to not have that horrible intraday drawdown. The market is dying because you're buying. We need a song like that. That's a good rhyme. Market's dying because I'm buying. So Lucid Daily, I'm comparing with My Funded Rapid and TPT Pro. Yeah, it's exactly the same account style fast. That's Mike. 2-day pass, 1-day payout. You can have a no DLL option or a DL. They have a DLL, and the difference is they have options to go with it. So you can add DLL and you can add intraday trailing drawdown to make it cheaper. You can remove them to make it more expensive. So unlike the other two, Lucid gives you a couple options for budget. You can have a cheaper version of those type of accounts if you want to have a little bit of a harder journey. Like My Funded Futures Rapid, they have one type of account. Lucid has 4 different variations of that daily payout. DLL, no DLL, intraday, end of the day. Lucid is very expensive compared to TradeFi. Lucid's account compared to the others are slightly more expensive, yes. $30 more than TPT for a smaller payout. Which, in the grand scheme of things, it's not really that big of a difference, but neck and neck, TPT is still better. Slightly. They're still good. You're talking about the 1, 2, and 3 ranked accounts right now. So Lucid comes in at a 3rd place in that category, which is better than 95% of what's out there. But TPT and My Funded technically are still kind of better on the pricing. Do I build my buffer and funded TPT account slowly or aggressively? Slowly. Buffer is always slow. Buffer is always base hits and build it slow. Funded says it's intraday regardless of you pick. Yeah, team silence. Let me explain what that means. Yes, you're right, but I'm also right. Let me explain the difference. When you go funded, okay, there's eval, there's funded. Funded is the buffer phase, which is a hidden sort of amount you need to make. Not hidden, but like it's an extra amount you need to make. Then funded withdrawal phase. Okay, you can't just go funded and immediately start taking out money. In the intraday account, it's intraday drawdown the whole way through. In the end of the day version, it's end of the day all the way the funded buffer. But it's always intraday on these daily accounts once you're building your buffer. Building your buffer is always intraday with every one of these firms, with the exception of Blue Sky. Blue Sky's buffer phase is end of the day drawdown. That's the only firm that has a daily payout account that I know of that has end of the day drawdown in the buffer phase. So you nailed it. Yeah, you're right. So they both have intraday drawdown while building your buffer. Just one of them is intraday drawdown also in the eval up to that point. Does the intraday lock? Yeah, so once you build a buffer, usually the intraday locks. Like I said, I don't know all the specs on Lucid, but if I know my Lucid, it's probably a direct port of what they do at MFF. So it's probably the same thing. Intraday will lock at your buffer and then you're good. So that's probably, yeah, Tradeify, they all do that. They all, and it's like good because it's like, you know, everybody is a Coke. Then somebody makes a Sprite, then everybody makes a lemon lime. Then somebody makes a root beer, then everybody makes a root beer. It's like the bigs are leaning on these really successful account types that everybody does have, which is good because I love the daily payout account. I'm glad Lucid has one. If I was trading Lucid like I did earlier, I would definitely be trading that. But the cap is excruciating on Blue Sky. Well, the difference of Blue Sky is that Blue Sky is a budget version of the others. So Blue Sky is not designed for people that are making lots of money. Blue Sky is designed for people that are trying to get their first payout. But Blue Sky, what's great about it is that it is a fourth of the price to trade. The same environment. It's a smaller payout. You make $3,000 on 3 accounts every 7 days, which is $9,000 every 7 days. That's a far cry from $9,000 every day with the others, but it's also a fourth of the price. And if you're not getting any payouts and you're failing a lot, it's better to buy a $30 account than it is a $130 account at Lucid, right? So it's a fourth of the price. So for a student Leo that's still trading, there's one for each person. That's like same day payout trading with training wheels for people that aren't good yet, that are still trying to get their first payout. To you, it doesn't matter. Second, third, fourth, fifth payout is only for good traders. I mean, a bad trader's not barely going to get one payout. So a smaller payout is much more acceptable because the ROI is huge. $3,000 on a $30 account plus all-ins another $130 is almost 30x ROI on that single account for your first payout. So it means you could fail 29 times and break even on the 30th, or whatever, 20 times or whatever it is. So you can fail a lot cheaply. And if you're still failing, that's where Blue Sky shines, right? Didn't help you out with Phidias? Oh yeah, what was your question again about Phidias? I forgot, brother. Let me know. Are there any platforms out there that offer fast payouts with no trailing buffer phase? Blue Sky's it. That's the only one that I know of. Okay. Anyways, great stuff. All right. Speaking of old Blue Sky here.
A Nasdaq fez fundo, Lipe.
Or blue, BLU, sorry, BLU.
E o Bitcoin fez também?
O que quer fazer?
Next gen's end of the day and buffer phase 2. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. BLU, not BLUE, BLU.
Vai lá no match lá o...
BLU, speaking of Blue Sky. Yeah, 2 of these
Tá
launch
tendo
accounts left to
pela...
give away. Launch account Blue
Blue
Sky in the
Sky.
same category as all the rest
Qual
right here.
foi?
The difference is, like I said,
Nasdaq fez fundo.
if you're failing a lot of
Tá querendo
evals,
subir?
it's going to
Como
cost
que
you
é?
$30 to fail.
Não, tá
It's
voltando
much
pra
cheaper
baixo.
than 130, 179. The payout is smaller, but it's cheaper to play. This is
Isso
a
que
budget
no
version. You guys
nome-
understand what I mean budget version,
Eu
right?
acho que tá pra subir, viu? Dá uma
17 years
subidinha.
old. You have a
Eu
job
acho
at
que tá
Taco
suave
Bell.
hoje
You
não.
want to trade. There you go.
Cristiana, filho.
You are a
Cristiana.
person that has a day job, a family to take care of, and you have $1,000 to your
Sem o
name at the end of the
Cristiana
month,
não é a mesma
and you
coisa.
put $300 of that towards trading. There you go.
Seu Cristiana.
You are a bad trader that fails a lot, and you're trying to make sure that you fail the cheapest you can ever while you learn the game. There you go.
Nossa, que dificuldade.
You're a good trader,
Eu acho, hein?
making an
Eu
ROI
acho que a
on
gente
every
perdeu
prop
o
firm. You
fundinho
make
ali.
more than you put in.
Era naquele
These
long
three.
lá do Lipe.
Blue
do
Sky's not designed for
Bitcoin.
that kind of trader.
Cadê
Once
o
you're a
Bitica?
very good winning trader, nail these 3 things
Bitica não
first.
fez o mesmo
But if you're in the
volume.
student phase, or the I don't have money phase, or the I'm broke phase, or I'm a young person phase, this is the best thing because it's the same experience as these
Silva de
guys.
Souza.
Just the activation fee model makes it nice. I'm trading it right now. No complaints. I've taken 25,000 or whatever in payouts in the month I've traded them. In the first month. Which ain't bad, right? For somebody that's like a brand new trader or a youngster. All the youngsters in here are probably like, hey, that'd actually be kind of cool. You're probably thinking, man, 25,000 a month doesn't sound bad. When you think about it, it's not really that bad, right? It's not 200K in a month, but I mean, come on, only 1% of 1% of traders are popping money like that. The average person, it's still pretty substantial for the price you pay. So, and my experience with Blue Sky, I love it. I've had 0 issues. I've gotten all my payouts when I said, and when they said they're going to pay out, their craziness, they're already going to push me to live. I got an email from them that said, hey, the risk team is going to put you live probably at the end of the month, just letting you know.
Oh, gente, sério?
I was
Vamos
like,
logar?
I'm already popping a good ROI, so that's nice. So it's been a great journey. The month has been fantastic with these guys. I love it. All right. Anyways, their account, same thing. 2-day pass, 3-day buffer phase, 1-day payout. They just split the buffer phase out of these things. It's different here at Blue Sky because they have a buffer here, but here they make you go through the buffer, but you get to keep that as your buffer already. Here they don't tell you that. They just say it's a 1-day payout, but really it's a couple of days to get that first payout because you have to build that buffer up. Nobody in TPT, unless you're just lucky, is going to get a 10K on your first day to build that buffer and take 5,000 out as payout. Almost. My first payout with TPT was usually second or third day. And then I built a bigger buffer than took out a payout. So it's really extra days, and they just give you the extra days here. Same setup. So anyways, activation fee models where they shine. Smaller payout, but smaller entry. Good for newer traders on a budget, all that stuff. All right, so we got 2 of those launch accounts to give away. Like I said, the launch is what I'm trading right now. Launches and orbits. How much Blue Sky single fee accounts compared to my funded futures? Single fee accounts. Oh, I don't know. I believe the orbit is a single fee account. Let me check on that in a second. But yeah. But anyways, but like I said, if you're on the activation fee model is good for traders that are very much techie realtor. What's up? Very much like saving money. You can't go bad with it. Like I said, with Lucid, and the first month I traded Lucid, I made about close to 70 grand that month. And I think I put in like 15 or 20 to get to 70. So I netted about like 50 with, that was in May. And here with Blue Sky. Oh, so there's a 25K. Yeah, Blue Sky does have a 25K. I just got a text. The accounts are live, 9.4, 25K. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is Lucid. Hold on. Wait, what? What the heck? No, don't listen to me. This is an old, forget what I'm saying. That's an old message. Ignore that. That was talking about Lucid. Or the Blue Sky codes. Yeah, so 30% off all accounts with score 30. And score gives you 50% off your first launch if you've never bought one before. Score by itself. Yeah, 25K launch would be kind of cool. But then that'd be like a $10 account, like a $15 account. Yeah. What I tell people is like, you know, it becomes a little pricey to fail at 130 bucks a pop, right? With the Lucid. You know, $79 for my funded futures, 100 and some change for a TPT. 100, you're rolling the dice for 100 bucks. You know, in an eval phase with Blue Sky, it's like the $5 craps table versus the $20 craps table. You know, you get a little good. All right, so I hate this claimed button here. I can't grab the name. Wait. Oh, the word claim there. All right. Is that necessary? All right, we got some iFunded Futures TPT go away just a little bit thinking of that. Now we are bouncing a second time. No, a third time. Oh my gosh, at the band. All right, chat. 1 time, 2, 3, every single time. Every single time. It's take it. I should take it every single time, but what a day today, right? Let's this chaotic, crazy day do its thing. But man, it looks like it's trying to hold. What is up with that? Excuse me. All right, set for the Blue Sky, my friends. I'm so excited. We're 25 minutes away from some Battlefield. Let me preemptively turn on my computer for that. Let me see what the old doc is doing. Hold on. What we got going on, chat? Money, 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 money. All right. Yeah, DD Band has been paying out today. Now I know I'd be over trading to keep tapping it. I'm not the biggest fan of this catalyst active market nosediving. Is it like this little, like this, I always call it like H-shaped moves. When the market falls like this and does this and does this, it's almost the rarest thing that it moves up like that. Like this always feels like lower. I think that's the finale here. I think that's it today. Not that I'm shorting it, but man, I'm telling you, I wouldn't short. That's another thing. But I see this, and I very rarely am like, let me bet the reversal. This is an engulfing candle. So this entire day has engulfed yesterday, the highs and the lows fully, and so that shows volatility. And when the market's volatile like that, we need to let it exhaust. Like it might just stay here for the day. I don't think there's any more juice to squeeze out of it to the downside. Not a lot, maybe a little bit. But this, 4 days down is pretty good. And so even though here we gapped up and still traded down, that's really all you need to know about the sentiment of this market. We're not done selling, and it's going to be like, I think, a push lower. I think we're going to push down for weeks. Like it's just going to be push and push and push and push and push. And I think here, the highs of the previous area, I think this is what I'm targeting. This is just halfway distance. Like I think that we just push down. I really do. I think that's probably appropriately what we'll see. And then there at the retrace, it's going to make the break to do. And if it's a very strong bear market, we have another month down. Until earnings is over or whatever, and then like that. Like I honestly don't think we're gonna break out and sell off any further than that. I think that the overall grander market with good earnings, sometime this quarter, we're back by the end of the year. We're back in highs. I think that maybe this was just so violent we just haven't had enough profit taking, and I think there's like a really good upside down V-shaped sort of test retest, sort of thing. So I think down in here, maybe I'll start thinking, listening to the news.
Então os dois vieram se encontraram.
With the way that we engulfed today, that this market is.
Aí eu fiquei com 200. Opa, foi.
Maybe.
Aí eu fiquei com 288 em cada mão. Beleza. Hora que estourou para cima, o short ficou positivo. Tá aí no chat, pô. Joguei aí no chat. Não joguei.
Actually, best case
ficou
scenario,
$600.
I think that this is
Cadê?
what we end up seeing.
Era 10 horas da manhã, ali ó, $650. Aí eu fechei o long. Aí eu deixei o short, né? Ele começou a descer e para diminuir o prejuízo.
That's a good thought.
Entendeu?
I never thought of that. Tory trend lines,
E ele ia vir diminuindo o prejuízo. Isso, aí ele ia vir diminuindo o prejuízo e aumentando minha bag. Para que aquela mulher entrou, eu peguei e botei 288 de novo no long, lá em cima. Aí eu fiquei negativo nos dois.
Just claimed. I don't know. Well, let's give
aí
away
ele
some more
veio
prizes
descendo.
then, chat.
Se agora, ó, eu fechei o long, eu fechei o short, eu tava aqui embaixo no long com $2.000 negativo. Quase redondo. Já tá 1.700. Ou seja, já ganhei $300 aí, ó. A minha bag já passou de 3.000 de novo. Tá dando certo, a estratégia tá dando certo. Ele só precisa agora não voltar. E eu botei o stop agora no break-even. Então, se pegar o stop, eu saio do jeito que eu tava. E começo tudo de novo. Se ele andar... Só que tá zero força, né? Tá fazendo uma força do caralho pra ir, não vai. Mas vamos lá. Pelo menos agora ele já deu um espaço aqui, ó, um respiro.
Vai lá no match, vai.
Se ele der uma... Voltou lá, o que aconteceu? Ah, mudou de novo? Battlefield? Battlefield é videogame, pô.
Ele tá doido pra acabar lá e pra jogar.
like I said, I did those back-to-back 60K days or whatever, but since then I've been sizing down 15K, 10K.
Eu acho que eu tinha esse Battlefield aí no PS3.
Acho que todo mundo jogou um pouquinho disso, né? Quer dizer, eu não.
The trick is survival, man. When we hit a bottom,
Eu acho que eu tinha, não lembro se eu tinha ou não tinha, ou se eu aluguei uma vez.
Ain't no way in the middle. I'm
Troquei com alguém, sei lá.
Saiu um mapa novo.
Oh, no siree.
Mas aí é do
On that
PS5,
reverse,
né?
baby. I'm ready to go.
PS5 eu só tenho coisa de criança, cara. É Lego, Batman, Homem-Aranha. PS5 foi tudo coisa de criança. PS3 era tudo coisa de adulto. PS3 era só proibido para menores de 18.
In my opinion, the number one prop firm right now.
Não tinha filho, né, velho?
Period. The Big Five, TPT, My Fun and Futures.
Agora que nós vamos ganhar, hein?
Lucid, Blue Sky, Trade Five, the Big Five.
No PS3 eu gostava muito daquele Assassin's Creed, GTA. Jogava. Eita porra, lá vem o Bitcoin.
TBT is
segura.
It has the best live program.
Segura, porra.
It's just 2-day pass when they pay out. TBT
segura.
Pro. You can take net after split 40K every day, split between 5 accounts, 10K max per account at 80%. Same setup as My Funded Rapid, Lucid Daily. We got.
Ó o Fabião aí, sabe o que o Fabião jogava, seu pai?
Gave away some Lucid. Well,
Pedra na cruz.
We gave away TPT Pro, so we do My Funded Futures, Rapids. Yeah. And like I said, it's just a fantastic program.
Joguinho preferido dele.
Experience with it. I was able to take
Donkey Kong
big,
era top, velho.
The only reason I say them and not My Funded Futures is just because I wasn't able to trade My Funded Futures Rapid yet. But I promise you, if I did, it would be probably tied for first place.
Olha lá o sorteio lá. Quem ganhou? Vamos ver.
Style. But TPT, I was able to take probably the most
segura
payouts that I have from
segura Bitcoin.
Before I went live. And the live program was really awesome because they bank some of my sim payouts and I can reset my live accounts. Somebody says, wait, 10 for the account or for the total? 10 per account, Frank. I had when I went back to TPT, I made $63,000 in 3 days with TPT across 5 accounts.
Bom, alguém liga pro Michael Saylor aí.
You can essentially make 10K per 5 accounts every day. Before the 80% split, it was 40K net. So 8K per account net.
Vai pegar o stop.
Oh yeah. My Funded Rapids the same thing. They're all kind of the same setup. All right. So we got 2 of these things. Like I said, this is a 50K TPT Pro. If you haven't tried TPT Pro, you're gonna absolutely enjoy it. Like I said, payouts are big and fat. They're juicy. They cut me live at 100K. No, so with TPT I made over 300K. I never went back to add it all up. But TPT, here's what I did. For the I traded from like April. No, wait, hold on. Like March. I think March. I traded TPT for like February, March. Yeah, like 2 months. So I traded TPT for like 2 months. Took payouts, blew up, took payouts, normal stuff. And then I paused to focus on just the 100K challenge. And then a month went by, and then the 100K challenge got wacky again because the market was doing, Iran stuff, and I was like, all right, let me go back to trading props. I trade props in times of market craziness. I can preserve my capital. So I went back to TPT. I remember I had all my accounts. I had 1 TPT account left, and I called it the account that went and quit. And the account that went and quit on this stream, I made 10K every day for 5 or 6 days, maybe 5. Remember, I made 10K and 10. I was like, the account that won't quit. Max out. So I had 1 account left. Made 10K, took it out. 10K, took it out, and I took out all the last 50 or 60K. Then I finally busted the account. I had nothing left. Now, at the end of a month or so, I jumped back into it, and then I made 5 accounts funded and build the buffers. And then as soon as I went funded, I literally made 63 in 3 days. Requested like 40K of that payout, which was the first 2 days worth of trading, and then they immediately pushed me live after. So I had a month or 2 of history, 6 weeks, then a month break, and then 5 days of eval, and then on third day they pushed me live. So with all of this, the total was close to like 300K. Do you think we're going down to bear zone top on ES4 reversal? Yeah, like in this market, I feel that we're just going lower for longer. The way that markets are sinking, I think we're gonna get through earnings season that the market's now telling you that apart from every once in a while, there's gonna be like one day that's just like a nice green day. The very next day is likely to be red for a little bit. All right, y'all, that was it. So 2 of you guys now have TPT Pro accounts, and I got like 13 minutes left. So I'm gonna spin it a couple more times for My Fun and Futures. The same exact thing. Code SCORE everywhere else gives you amazing deals. 50% off these rapid accounts. Same thing. 2-day pass, 1-day payout, and they're pretty good at My Fun and Futures. Actually, the highest ranked accounts in Prop Score. I wasn't able to trade them because they didn't have them when I traded My Fun and Futures, but they're good. Same thing as TPT Pro, Lucid Daily, same account. The Blue Sky launch. These are like goated. We're giving away all 4 of the goats today. This is like a petting zoo. There's so many goats. Which, by the way, I have a bone to pick with petting zoos. I swear to God, every time I've ever been, same because they didn't have them. The highest ranked accounts in Prop Score.
Ó,
Birdman Falcon.
O Lipe de novo. Bateu na trave.
It's like goated goats.
Passou perto do Lipe?
Everywhere is like 90% goat. I don't get it. There's always like 90% goats. There's one rabbit that's jumping around. There's a very sad looking camel outside of the pen, or a llama all by themselves in the corner. But mostly goats. You know what I mean? Is that the only animal you can pet these days? They're mean as heck.
Já já é o Lipe então sorteado.
Ratio, there you go.
Tá
It's like,
batendo na
welcome to the
trave,
petting
já já
zoo.
entra.
Have fun with the goats.
Já já é gol.
Can I pet a tiger? Yeah. Can you throw an elephant? Can you throw an aardvark in here? How about an anteater? You know?
Eu vou dizer uma coisa pra vocês, é mais ou menos assim.
Box of goats with a sad looking camel in the back. All right, so please, whatever your name was, congratulations. We got 2 more of these to give away. My Funded Rapids, beautiful accounts, My Funded Futures, goat of goats as far as score goes.
Agora, hein, Tim? Segura.
Number 1 on prop score.
Ó, olha lá, de novo.
Passou de novo.
Só vejo o nome desse cara tomando ramo.
It's the one. I think I've been. Hold on. I don't know the name of it, but I think I actually heard her birthday one year. Let me pet a penguin. Hold on. Is that the one with the big?
Oh my God!
Has the big. Yes, it is. Oh
my God! It's neat.
It's got the lemur. Yeah. This one. Yeah. It's got the lemur doing this. Yeah. I've been there. We went there. We went and paid the extra money to
Aqui, ó.
to pet a penguin.
Você pegou esse daqui
We should go
daqui?
there again today. Let's see if she wants to go. Dude, it was so much fun. Can you milk a cat? Yeah. You didn't confirm? People aren't claiming that was the last one. Wait, this person didn't claim? Okay, my bad.
Tô te vendo, Lelezuro.
All right.
Agora, hein,
Good
gurizada?
day today, guys. 10K profit.
Agora não me escapa.
Market's crashing. All my trades today were logs. Isn't that crazy?
Ô, Lipe, você me viu lá no WhatsApp? Você
I
nem
need to
me
ride
viu
the
no
big
WhatsApp.
short on the way down.
Eu não, o que aconteceu?
Just gonna grab the dips. Perfidious, yeah. Let me look at a gamer. Hold on one second. Let's look at Biochris. Perfidious request 2 live, small account, large crappy drawn. It's normal 25. Private target and private. So what do you?
Oh, Valenzuela.
Really quick.
Fabião Valenzuela.
Tyree.
Eu vi isso também.
Tinha uma fonoaudióloga que trabalhava na prefeitura comigo lá no Mato Grosso, que ela era não sei o que, Valenzuela. Primeira vez que eu vi, eu li Venezuela, claro, né?
Eu vou fazer.
Tinha muito Valenzuela.
Você vai fazer o que você falou?
Então, a primeira coisa que eu vi foi Venezuela.
Tá
Depois que eu vi era Valenzuela.
Tá louco?
Ela era fonoaudióloga.
Valenzuela.
Porra, velho, foi só me estopar e já foi embora, hein? Puta que pariu.
Tá no quarto.
A Nasdaq tá numa dúvida, pai, se ela vai ou não vai.
Se ela quer ou não quer.
Saco, viu?
Só rejeitando, vai acabar em 2 minutos. Xalalalala, como eu quero te amar. É sorteio de novo?
Era. Os caras não tá nem claim, mano. Não tá.
So that second guy didn't claim.
Eles não claim, aí depois manda mensagem no chat, tipo, 2 horas depois e claim do mesmo jeito. O novo update que esse bot teve aí estragou o rolê.
2 over the 3. Is MH feedback to DD to play if we get there on NQ?
Ó, o mesmo cara lá.
It is. However,
porra, seguido, 2 nomes, cara. Como é que pode?
Agora o chat vai ficar louco, mas sabe por que é isso? Porque na live dele, se você tem um nome verde, você tem 3 entradas no sorteio.
O que tem que escrever ali que eu não...
Aí, ó, agora, olha lá o Lip, olha lá o Lip. O povo fica doido.
Your name is green.
Battlefield, tá aí no chat aí, ó. Só copiar e colar.
So when you're a member of the chat, you
Ele tá explicando pra você lá.
That's why when you're seeing repeat
Nossa, tô
names.
perdida. Eu já ia escrever ali. Vou escrever aqui. Battlefield.
Guys, that's what you have 3 entries. Yeah.
Aqui no chat do Discord não adianta muito você escrever não.
3 times.
Não, vou escrever lá no canal do SeuPaaai.
Gives you 3 entries.
Tô vivo lá, vendo.
Escreve lá.
You support the channel. So if you
Eu
subscribe
sei,
to the channel, like $6 a month,
Você acha que eu
whatever
sou
it
tão
is.
trouxa
I don't know
desse
how much it is.
Uai.
So, you get
Uai.
entries. Yeah, see, it works.
Não faz pergunta difícil, não?
Yeah, you could enter 3 times.
Ai.
That you ain't here though. Yeah, right here. Bonus for
em mim,
subscribers,
man.
3. I can maybe up that to 5. We'll see later. But yeah, you see the member. Everybody's a member. Their name will throw in the mix 3 times. All right. So please.
Olha, eu sou a única participante ali do canal do SeuPaaai.
Você
viu? Você tinha uma pequena grande chance, hein?
Wait, no, please change the other guy. Hold on, wait a minute.
Deixa o saco
That's
que
the
eu tô
wrong
Mas
one.
se ela...
Okay, so Grant, that's
Tô
it.
caçando a pilha que eu perdi do...
Elite Guard didn't claim. Okay.
Vou sortear
All right,
agora.
all right.
Não, mas o problema é do sorteio. Eles que me esperem.
Okay. You did claim your prize.
Perdeu a pilha durante a noite, eu não vou nem perguntar do que é.
All right, I trust you.
Sei lá, ele tá querendo dar
They
fim,
were saying
já
you did it.
pediu
Now
pra
I'm
me
getting,
abaixar o
am I getting
valor lá.
trolled? All right.
Por quê?
Ué, agora é de baixo pra cima o sorteio? Inverteu a roleta? É anti-horário agora? Primeiro é horário, depois é anti-horário?
Ô, brasileiro, esse cara, Gerson Trades. Ah, não é ele.
Those that aren't
Não
claiming
existe um
retirement
Gerson
money.
americano.
What's cost me members at Roxy Membership? No, so
Esperar
it's
mais um
YouTube
pouco, já
membership,
dá
right?
pra
YouTube
você.
has a subscribe member. Oh, we're doing
Ué,
stuff.
eu
Stuff
sou
is
eu não
happening.
falar que tá... Comprar, ué.
We're winning the
O Bitcoin vai
war.
rasgar pra cima, hein? Eita, estourou pra cima o Bitcoin. Nossa senhora, Gustavo.
Não, uma coisa é uma
Pois
coisa, outra
é,
coisa é outra
cara.
coisa.
Things are happening. Things are doing.
Assim que funciona,
Okay,
né?
so Elite and
Você que
G
tem que
Money, that's it. You
promover.
guys are winners. Congratulations. My friends.
Assim que funciona, brother.
Achei
Elite
a
and
pilha.
G Money. That's it. And that concludes the giveaways today, guys. Y'all don't have to keep typing. That's it. Winners, as always. We give away so much on this channel. You're bound to win at some point. Sitting around long enough. All right, they doing stuff. Somebody's saying things. Let's find out what we're doing. Hold on. Things are happening. Iran requested a meeting through surrogates.
Nossa,
Iran
esse
wants to
cash
meet
do
and we're
nada.
meeting. There's a chance.
Ó,
we
o
make
Trump
a deal
fazendo
with Iran.
graça de novo.
Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Ah, é o Donald Trump que tá fazendo o Bitcoin subir desse jeito?
Tá falando abobrinha, esse filho da puta.
Yay! Look, guys. Trump got the dip we all wanted. Yay! Thank you, Trump.
Não fale do meu presidente Trump.
Não fala do meu laranjinha, não.
Long range this moves up. Yeah, I know, right? We're winning
quer se
again.
reunir, mas vamos reunir. A chance de poder fazer um
Don't
acordo.
hold your
Acabou de
breath,
falar
though,
só isso.
because tomorrow they're gonna be fine again. Yay! All right.
Aí o mercado estoura.
O médico falou assim, amanhã. Aí o médico falou assim, amanhã nós briga de novo. Amanhã nós briga.
There's my celebration. Let me see if iDoc wants to go. Oh my god, let's go to the zoo thing again. Hold on. Let me ask her real quick. Hold on.
Ah, fechei o trade errado aqui também, porra. Tomando.
Puta que
prestar mais
Here,
atenção.
you, I have a question.
Fumar um cigarro e
Remember
volta,
that
pai.
zoo thing that we
De
went
novo?
to
É.
when it was your birthday and we played the penguin?
Não, eu fui fechar o long. Eu fui
Good,
fechar
good.
um long que eu fiz na Vax, fechei o short que tava dando bom pra
I know,
caralho.
right? I thought about it today. I was like, it sounds fun.
Entra
Tá
de
bom.
novo,
Por que
velho.
você fez isso, né?
Tá bom, tá bom, tá bom.
All right.
Foi por causa daquela mulher que foi aí e ficou no telefone.
Can you swim
Tudo
to
hoje
otters
vai
there?
ser
Oh
culpa
yeah,
dela.
you could, right?
Tudo vai ser culpa dela.
Tá bom, você fechou o short, o negócio começou a subir, deixa assim mesmo, tá lindo.
Não, mas pelo
Errou
jeito
pra
não tá
cima, errou pra
subindo.
bem.
Não, é que eu fiz um short de 500 AVAX. A hora que chegou lá no fundo, eu fiz um long de 2.000 AVAX. Então eu tava com 1.500 AVAX no long, entendeu? E vai voltar a cair, ó, porque foi só notícia. Eu ia deixar o short.
Vai nada, pai, nas tá subindo.
Entra de novo.
ficando.
Vai cair
também.
também. Vai cair também.
Não, vai
Tudo
subir,
certo.
porra.
Tá beleza, tá tudo
I
dando
was at your
certo.
birthday
Agora
wedding.
vai
We
tá
do
tudo dando
such
certo.
funny things for our birthdays. We're very,
Pensa no lado bom, você
very
fechou
low-key and very
positivo.
bougie at the same time.
É, os dois, fechei os dois no
Ah, você
positivo.
fechou os dois?
Me having
eu fechei o outro, né?
Que você já queria fechar, na verdade.
Não, porque eu fico descoberto, né? Eu faço uns trades pesados, seu pai, eu vou tirando o casquinho, entendeu? Eu não fico descoberto num lado só. Mas tá bom, fez $300 somando os dois. Vamos.
Você aprendeu no bootcamp do Match, né? Ensina um pouquinho pro Lipe aí.
Cara, eu nem resgatei aquele bootcamp.
Tô zoando.
Eu não li nem a capa.
So we went, me and her, we sat at
Eu tô
Pluckers, we ate
fazendo.
wings, we played trivia. That's all
Esse
we did.
match não sabe quando ele
Caralho.
Eu concordo com você, Lipe, eu concordo.
I took her to a dinner
Sabe de
and
bosta
got her a
nenhuma.
Cartier bracelet and like a fancy,
Sabe
like I had a
bosta
fancier thing
nenhuma.
Acabou
planned.
que
But on her
casa,
birthday, I
namora
was
uma
like, I wanna
quenga
go swim with
daquela lá,
Bobby
fala
for my
aí,
birthday.
ô.
Farrão, comedor de
Chicken, I
quenga.
think. They look like they taste like chicken.
Esse pessoal aí do
Tá
YouTube não sabe de nada.
Só quer
Sabe nada.
ganhar dinheiro de afiliado.
É.
Povo trouxa.
Não, o bicho ganha 40 contas gratuitas por semana pra fazer, ele joga sem medo, né, pai? Aí é fácil. Se ele perder $10 mil, $15 mil no trade, não dá nada. Aí
Dá sim, ué. Se ele perder as pessoas que copiam ele, perde, ele ganha mais ainda nos afiliados.
Na conta demo que era gratuita pra mim, eu fui $100 mil, então. Tem medo de errar?
Só bichano ganhava, né?
Esse Mac é um coitado, cara. Se cair na minha frente, arrebenta ele.
Ai, nervosona.
Tô brincando, ele tem os méritos dele, bicho é bom.
Não, pra chegar ali, ele deve ter acertado alguma coisa, né? Não é possível.
Com certeza.
Se até o Rips acerta, qualquer um pode acertar. Ah lá, ó. Chegou a amiga do Augustosh.
A Kenga acordou. Acordou tarde hoje.
150K is $1,000. Wait. 1,500.
Mas como é que vocês sabem que ela é Kenga?
Uai.
$500 and
Informações,
$1,500.
né? Tem informações.
150K is 1,000. Is it normal? Okay.
É análise.
Really quick.
Não, depois de assistir 26 versões do Big Brother, eu aprendi a fazer análise socioantropológica, né? Eu bato o olho já.
Drawdown account, which is awesome. Statics are good. Statics are really good, by the way. The 25K is the highest ranked static.
Botou na tela, a gente julga.
Ela ganhou uma Ferrari. Qual outra pessoa que não ganharia uma Ferrari se não fosse Kenga?
Ué, então, só Kenga. Você já viu aquele tradezinho? Você já viu aquele trade, seu pai, que tem aqui no Brasil, que a professora fala para as crianças, o que você quer ser quando crescer? Aí chega num moleque, um tal de João, aí fala, João, o que você vai ser quando crescer? Eu vou ser agiota, eu vou ganhar muito dinheiro, eu vou ser rico pra caramba, eu vou ter mansão, eu vou ter não sei o quê, vou ter 2 carros, avião. Aí fala pra menina, e você? Ela falou, eu queria ser médica, mas agora eu acho que eu vou ser Kenga do João. Você nunca viu esse trade?
Não.
Esse meme, cara? E é tipo, parece que é um negócio meio sem combinar. E é velho pra caralho.
Não é boba, né?
Não, que isso? Eu ia estudar pra ser médica, mas eu tô achando que eu vou ser Kenga do João.
Ô, seu pai, ali no match, quem tem o nome verde ganha 3 entradas, certo?
Aham.
Se você clicar ali no canal dele no Join, no primeiro mês você tem esse negócio, o membership, para ficar com o nome verde, é de graça no primeiro mês. Depois ele cobra R$20. Então é só assinar.
Mas eu já ganhei uma de presente dele, que ele direto ele entra lá e dá pros outros, aí agora pra mim entrar eu tenho que pagar $5.
Ah, bom.
Nós fez isso no Rips. Todo mundo aqui fez isso no Rips.
Lá no Rips também.
Só que não adiantou em nada. A hora que nós fez, ele parou de fazer live.
O Rips
Foi
não tava
justamente.
fazendo live?
Oi?
Deu uma diminuída boa.
Diminuída não, faz um mês e tanto que ele não faz. Um mês e tanto não, sei lá. Um mês pra cá ele faz uma vez, olha lá. Até bot ele tá pagando pra botar na live dele. Quer dizer, já pagava, né? Mas. Tá com 4 mil ao vivo no YouTube dele e 2 pessoas mandando no chat.
É, tá ruim
Tá
mesmo.
ligado que, você tá ligado que esses bots qualquer um pode pagar, né? Você pode colocar na live de qualquer cara.
Uai, outro dia a Trader Fight tava com 60 mil pessoas. Eles estavam tudo zoando. Eles estavam tudo zoando lá. Não, eu sei que dá pra.
Botaram os bots nas nossas lives lá, estourou 2.000 pessoas, nem lembro, né, Rafa?
Bom
Pai,
demais.
você fica falando mal dos outros ao vivo, assim.
Ué, tô cagando. É assim que eles fazem. É assim que eles conseguem audiência, ué. Então tô no caminho certo.
Eu tava felizona que meu YouTube tava dando certo. Era tudo bot, agora voltou as visualizações normal.
Como assim ao vivo? Você tá transmitindo agora?
Aham.
Mandei o link dele lá no YouTube. Olha aí o link dele que eu mandei. Não, e aí ele transmite nossa conversa tudo aqui, gente.
Mano,
o mundo tá sabendo da nossa vida.
Ninguém assiste bosta nenhuma. Uai, já falei pra vocês, é assim que fica famoso.
Aí eu cobro meus direitos autorais, viu?
Uai.
Eu não quero fama, eu só quero dinheiro.
Cobrar pra cobrar, a pessoa tem que pagar, né?
Nós devia fazer isso, né, Lipe?
Já pensei nisso, não é muito perigoso. A gente fala muita merda.
Ué, mas.
Medinho? Ah.
É isso que eu.
Ser processado.
Olha lá, mudou. O match foi embora.
O Augusto Rocha já tá em choque. Oi?
Bitcoin rasgando.
Eu vou lá fazer negócio pra comer agora.
Meu cara, Bitcoin é fila da puta, velho.
Só essa fintech do caralho aqui. Nossa, que trade cansativo, galera. Vai tomar no cu.
Positivo, fecha essa porra e depois abre de novo, Rafa. Eu vou almoçar.
Deixa pra de tarde, né? Pô, você for almoçar já tem 1 hora. Foi de novo? Segundo almoço do dia? O Lipe? O Lipe. Faz 1 hora que ele falou, vou almoçar. Cara, olha meu Bitcoin, velho, que desgraça. Puta que pariu. Tomar no cu, viu? Tá difícil, hoje tá difícil.
Aí eu queria jogar dentro das 4 linhas da Constituição, mas se continuar desse jeito.
Não vou te falar, porra. Ele me estopou e vazou, olha. Estourada.
Mas tá feio,
Dava
né?
pra eu ter segurado também o stop um pouquinho mais embaixo, é que eu não tava querendo correr risco. Devia ter colocado na mínima ali das 11h40, ali, ó, meio-dia e 40.
Ó, mas o que é isso? Muda o nome? Muda o cara?
Muda, eles largam a live rodando e troca de cara. Esse cara aí vai até às 5 horas agora.
E tá contratando mais 2 agora.
Ó, se joga lá, SeuPaaai.
Ih, mano.
Você não fala inglês, não?
Mas eu tava doido pra fazer o vídeo pra mandar.
Mas se joga lá, velho. Você já tem canal, você já curte a parada. Você fala um inglês bom.
Você manja? É dentro.
Eu falei pra
Eu
ele
vou
fazer.
mandar um vídeo. O que tem que ter no vídeo? Um trade? Eu vou tradar cake e vou mandar pra ele. Ele vai ver só.
Aí vai contratar você pra ser dono do canal.
Vou ter um trade na cake e vou jogar lá pra ele aprender.
Ele vai dar o canal pra você.
Eles estão em 3 nesse aí, né? 3 ou 4. 3, né, seu pai?
3 o quê?
É o Matt, esse Brett aí.
O
Esse aí não é o
canal é
Brett,
do
esse aí é
Matt. O
o.
canal é do Matt.
Ah,
Aí o Neon, eu acho que tá aqui sei lá quanto tempo. E o Brad, ele contratou no começo do ano.
o Brad tá fazendo ali no final do dia ali. Tem hora que ele faz a abertura às 6 horas,
Não,
né?
é isso. Agora ele é contratado pra fazer a abertura. E ele
É,
saiu do
então.
outro trampo dele. Que ficou 25 anos.
Não, o Fábio, gente, ó, 1h37, ele já tá sob influência de droga numa segunda-feira. A gente tem que fazer uma intervenção. Oh, saiu! Fábio! Caralho. Porra, eu te indicando lá no Discord, você sai. Volte lá.
Nossa, cara, eu tô muito puto com esse Bitcoin, velho. Vai se fuder. Tomara que vá lá no 67 agora direto também, que eu vou shortar com toda a força. Ô, mas esse negócio de ficar vendo a live do seu pai não dá muito certo, não. Eu acabo de falar aqui, começo a escutar tudo lá de novo. Coisa esquisita da porra.
Quero.
O que tá acontecendo?
Não, nós
Eu
vamos
acabo de
fazer uma
falar,
intervenção. Então,
eu
fazer uma
escuto minha voz tudo de novo.
Eu não deixa nem ficar bêbado em paz, velho. O que é, Rafael?
Eu perguntei o que você acha do negócio.
Que negócio? Do ornitorrincos.
Sim, te mandei lá.
É isso aí, muito bom.
Aí você falou que tinha que desenvolver conforme os meus pensamentos. Aí eu falei, se for desenvolver conforme os meus pensamentos, vai ser o mascote do CAPS.
Agora caralho.
E aí eu não entendi. Onde é que é pra botar esse bicho aí?
Deixa assim por enquanto, eu faço mais tarde. Você viu quanto que é o prêmio? $1.600, $1.300?
$1.300? Tá louco?
Você é louco, né? Tem que ganhar isso aí.
Tá, e o que eu tenho que fazer com esse bicho aí agora?
Não, deixa que eu. Não sei, não sei. Deixa essa imagem aí que eu vejo o que eu faço aqui e depois eu te falo.
Boa tarde.
Que é?
Vai falar com a tua mãe pra ver se quica.
Porra, Mayara, já chega na ignorância aí, tá louco? Segunda-feira.
Tá, pensa aí, ó.
Não é com vocês não, é aqui.
Pensa um
Dá um
pouco na
time.
vida aí, ó. O mercado
Não.
cripto vai cair. Ó, JP Morgan está
Depois eu
mandando
faço.
mísseis para a Rússia.
Depois eu faço. Deixa eu botar um mic aqui, peraí.
Cadê o Lipe? Ô, Lipe!
Eu não tava falando com vocês não,
Cobiça.
eu tava... Tem uma pessoa aqui que... Perturbando o juízo aqui.
Peraí, quando é que eu inverto essa porra dessa câmera aqui? Aqui!
Galera, eu vou fazer um negócio de comer ali, comer um negócio ali, de mais tarde eu volto aí.
Vai lá.
Nozes. Vou te comer ali e já volto.